with that, as you guys continued on your exploration of the Mwangi expanse, you last time ran into the famous Gerhard Pendergrast, who you both attempted to foil his plans of dealing with a ancient temple, and then later, in a few days later, met him once again, um, trying to collect some artifacts, which turned out to actually be one of the dragon pillars themselves. You were able to chase him as he was trying to run back to his raft, and as you chase him down, you were able to finally put an end to him, allowing you to take not only his possessions but his raft as well and all the items on it. You did finish last time by taking care of the blue pillar that was at that location, and that is about where we had left off last.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I would like to, before we forget, because I've been forgetting. Could we clean out because we have a poison gold bar and a leather pouch with 20 gold nuggets.
Is that what we found here in the place?
We found the poison gold bar way at like the
Okay,
beginning, and I don't remember the 20 gold nuggets. I think you guys found that.
Yeah, the Twinkle Nuggets was you on here. That was at the mines. You found that on the table, um, outside the house with the kobold.
I forgot what I was going to ask.
But yeah, you can definitely take some time, because I believe you guys did say that you did have the necessary um tools
You
for
have
it.
an alchemist kit.
Yeah.
And Elijah has assurance and can auto assist me, and then I'll just roll my check, and you had +2. You said it's 2 of them, right? 2 checks?
Yeah, and so that you don't have to make 20 separate checks.
2 to each of those. I think. Let me just make sure.
Oh my
calculator's
god.
set up correctly. Yes.
Why is everything...
This is some Blade Runner style music. This is kind of cool.
Yeah. So besides me trying not to go deaf
And what did we
right now,
learn about these statues? They're just random statues?
they look to be the statues. They are various humans. They are in like mid pose of like surprise or anguish.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that's not a good sign at all. She doesn't know anything about these kind of things. So she's just be like, what kind of weird ass statues are these?
Can I look at them and make like a Arcana or occultism or some sort of check to figure out what the hell happened?
Sure.
A weird sense of taste. Some sculptors get a freaky sense of humor. What she's thinking.
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana check.
The hell?
Can I lower the volume of...
Secret skills. That's it.
Okay. Alright, you're looking at them, you can based on the way that they look and the like random spread of the statues, they were formerly living creatures
Hopefully.
that have since now been petrified.
Wait a second. Out of game. Is this who I think it is?
Which one?
Is this the
talking about Medusa? Gorgons?
Oh, no.
I think it has something to do with the statue, because each of the statues that we've
Oh, yeah.
have
That's very true, yeah.
have,
Never
have
mind.
Blue.
messed with has done something different. One of them made them blind. One of them shot poison. This one could just turn people to stone,
Yeah.
which would make sense as to why he had it covered.
And are these elves?
Uh,
Is it possible to tell what race they are?
they look to be humans.
Humans. Are there
No,
normally
better
humans
off.
in this area?
Of course, there's humans in this area.
Yeah. There was all elves and elephant people and monkey people and spider
Probably
people.
I will based on the what you can kind of make out of the apparel of the actual statues, they outfits that they seem to be wearing are more explorer type outfits, resembling slightly a bit to like Gerhard's outfit. They don't look to be.
To defeat these.
They don't look to be like the type of outfits that you would see.
Okay.
People who actually lived here
Addition
kind of
to
wore.
the area.
Yeah.
Makes
Well,
sense.
Okay, can we unpetrify them?
Do you want more of these guys running around? She says to fucking Vizina.
Well,
I think
I mean, they're. He said they dress like people from the area, right?
no, they're dressed like the fucking explorer guy.
Okay,
They're like
fine.
explorers. These
Right.
idiots.
Maybe we should break them.
Oh, I don't think we need to do that. We can just leave them alone, or bring them back to the elves to do what they will. It's really their judgment call. So we could let the elves know that they're here, and if they want to bring them back or destroy them, that's their choice.
Just let's get them in the jungle.
Probably did the jungle a favor, judging by what this idiot was acting.
Can we?
So, okay, the pillar was definitely from here. That was my original question. Because I know he said he was dragging it, so I don't know if it was from another location. But the pillar was definitely
on the map. This is where the pillar was.
okay. Cool. Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we
I
went
thought
here.
we intercepted him on the way. I didn't know it was the location.
No, I mean the tiles themselves are pretty big, so I would assume he's still dragging it, but he was within the tile or whatever still.
Yeah, it's a big, heavy pillar. I don't think he would have gotten very far with it.
All right. I rolled a perception check already just to search the area. Did we go to the boats already?
I believe I believe you did go to the boats. You found that's where you found like the wondrous figurine, the throwable, all those different like golden idols things.
So what did we get from that? Let me look at that. Someone, I'm assuming it's been added.
And striking hand wraps and
the striking hand wraps.
Yeah, striking hand wraps, the less throwable, the jade serpent figurine, the 6 golden idols.
What the hell is a thurible?
It's a sensor on a chain. It's like the thing you burn incense in.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought it was an alchemy thing, but yeah, I guess you're right.
All right. Well, if that's not of any use to anybody, I guess.
Well, it was a magical thing. I didn't write it down. I can't remember exactly what it was right now.
It is the lesser throwable of revelation. I'll pull it up for you guys as well.
Oh right, the oracle sounding thing. Okay.
Yeah, basically
I was pretty sure it was a thing I could use.
Basically what you do is first you need to actually buy some incense to actually use it. As long as the incense is burning and you're holding it, you gain a +1 check on any of your religion checks. And if you critical fail any rolls to decipher religious writing, it's just a fail instead.
Okay. It's a standard, I think, there's no lesser according to Hero Lab.
There is.
Moderate and great.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Correct.
Because this one's 55 gold. I thought, and it sounds like what you just described.
That's the lesser one, yeah.
55 is the lesser one. The moderate one's a +2 bonus, but that's 900.
Very lad, you done let me down.
Oh, did we get confirmation on the gold things? I rolled the crafting check.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. There was. Yep, you're fine on both of them. So you take some time to clean up the ball of gold, clean all the nuggets, so that the arsenic is no longer kind of lacing the actual gold.
Okay.
Everything is so loud. OMG.
You heard him.
I'm sorry, MCT, but we really need that +1 on this next religion check.
All right, so can we take a look at the map since we don't need to be on this, right?
Sure.
So we're here. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we're perfect. Let's head down the river.
Yeah, because we
talk
have
to
the
the
2
elephant
days.
people.
Yep, yeah, we can move the 2 tiles to get there, and we actually have a boat now, so we can cross the river. So.
What?
Oh wow! I haven't thought about crossing the river.
Mm-hmm.
It was just
Oh,
a
you know,
space to cross.
Called that out as last time.
It's fine.
We would have to find a way across the
There's,
river.
there's more
way
than
do
that.
you-
I took a few up here.
Which way does the river flow? I
Huh.
would guess west.
Which way are the mountains?
But yeah, because if it might be faster if we want to go see the.
It looks like it goes east because of the way that
Flows from the
carries on
east down.
Well, yeah.
So the river
with like these bluffs, it looks like
the river flows. Yeah, it flows the way of the blue arrow.
Okay.
Oh, it goes this way.
No, the other way.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay.
It flows.
It flows
right
west.
here.
Yeah,
It goes
flows west.
Yeah, because you can see the bluffs here. I assume this is higher elevation than this. So
it could be. Yeah. It's all pretty flat land in the jungle.
I was gonna say because if it flowed the other way,
True,
we could take the raft up the river, but I think it'd be too much of a pain to go upriver with a raft.
We're good. I got muscles.
Oh, but how much is the gold worth? So I can throw it on there.
The nuggets or the
both.
Oh, let me find a.
I guess we could just go across so we can search that space. Is that? Oh no, we're not going to search it. We're just going to go right into it, right?
So each nugget is 50 gold.
Oh wow.
How many nuggets did I say you should have? A dozen?
20.
20.
Holy shit! Oh my god! Please let these elephant people have a sense of commerce, please.
Correct. Yeah.
Fucking have my hands in prayer mode.
Okay.
And then the gold ball. Let me find the gold ball.
There's got to be some. I mean, the elves don't do it, so these guys have to do it, right? Either that, or we're leaving Elijah here to set up an outpost.
Well, I'm just worried. I'm worried that there are no elephant people.
The gold bar is 10.
Oh, what makes you say that?
Considering these dragon things and these
Well, they said that these elephant people might know of
the
them.
crazed, murderous foreign explorers all over the place.
Yeah, I'm worried that the same may have happened to them.
Well, they didn't warn us.
What was
the
F on the map again in relation to the P's? I know the P's were pillars. The F was like their
That's their
camp or something.
base.
The F is where the actual base is set up.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so we want to avoid the F and
yeah.
So let's go meet some. Okay, can we just rewind to the elf people and talk about what did they tell us about the elephant people?
Not a whole lot. They told us almost nothing about them.
Right.
Other than
Okay.
there are elephant people thereabouts.
And they might know, and they'll know something about this cultists.
They might have information for us.
Okay.
But other than that, they had exactly nothing for us.
I wish I had asked them about who the fuck these elephant people are.
Thank you for
We did try asking them, and they didn't really have anything for us about them.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for the extra hero point. I appreciate it.
Oh, we got
Correct. I'm going to give everybody a hero point for defeating The famous god Pendergast.
Oh yeah, that son of a bitch.
Oh
That
my
was good, man.
god.
We almost let him get away. We were also at a point where like, just let him go.
The famous.
Between Msidu's sudden bolt through the familiar and the arrow, the entangling arrow, that was what really cinched it.
Arrow was awesome.
I mean, what really did it was the fact that he blew his gun up the first time around, and then he literally has nothing. Then he kind of all he has is a whip and just punching you basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but he had a
How
really
does he
good
blow
punch.
It up again? He rolled like a low number or something.
What?
Critical fail or something like that. How does it blow up?
He needs to make a crafting or an engineering check to actually shoot the gun.
Oh wow.
Because it's shoddy, like it's not like well made.
Well, that'll learn you to carry firearms. All right, so we're gonna camp out, and then we'll head out first thing in the morning. Right?
That was the plan.
Okay. Do we? I forget. When we level up, do we gain the extra hit points that we gained? Like, does that heals us essentially, right?
Not till we rest, I think.
Not till you rest, yeah. But we have enough mud to go around that it's not ever really.
Yeah, like you guys are gonna rest,
totally
so it's at this point you guys are gonna rest either before or after. You guys will be patched up.
Spoiled with that healing. That's really spoiling us.
It's going to be interesting when and if C2 eventually returns to the Earth.
Not allowed. We gotta make him sign a 20-year contract. All right, awesome. So then we basically heal up to max and then rest.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess a survival check. From
16. It's my assist for Perto.
I too am assisting.
Why is everything so loud? Why is everything so loud?
Where's my token?
Oh man.
Click. Why can't I? Oh, I have the wrong tool selected. There we go.
+4.
Skills, survival.
Ooh.
That's the lowest.
Man, yeah.
Well, 23 total.
Thanks to your assist, you actually passed that.
I was like, I bet the DC of this is 20. I think I've rolled pretty close to that before, but.
Okay. So you guys, thanks to Shanava and Elijah, you're able to make a strong camp and make yourself safe from the elements. So.
Shot here with his arrow. Thinks he can half-ass it now with making camp.
Eliza and Shanava point out that I definitely just forgot to put the mosquito net over one of the sides of the tent.
So how are you guys crossing the river specifically?
I say we just go straight, right? Straight across, or do you want to go downriver and dock directly into their square?
Yeah, I guess is that the question you're asking, Rob, or are you asking like?
I'm questioning physically because the river itself, depending on it's not like a small river. It's like a few hundred feet to like. At some parts, it's like it's huge. It's like almost a mile huge.
Got it.
We're gonna row.
Yeah, this like boat raft we found. Are there like paddles? Can we row ourselves across?
Yeah, you can. If there's a few paddles, and if not, you can easily chop and make some.
C2, are there like things in there in the water? Big things we need to worry about?
Probably.
Okay. Well, she'll have her sword ready then. But is there an actual mechanic to crossing the river?
If you have a raft, no, you're okay.
Okay, cool.
Hooray!
If you didn't have a raft, you would have to swim across.
I can imagine that would be bad.
Oh, that'd be great.
Armor and stuff weighing us down. Oof.
Oh, that's my swim check. See you on the other side, motherfuckers. I just ruined. I'm gonna roll so badly on a check when I need it now.
All right. So as you guys make your way across the river and continue deeper through the jungle, you come out to an area that, based on the map, based on your directions from Nikita, that kind of where you think the elephant people should be. You see this area of the forest bears heavy scorch marks of a very intense, vicious fire. Some of the roots of trees are just charred, and some of the undergrowth has been just reduced to twigs. You can kind of see you see this like village, which seems to be kind of the focus of the fire, and there's like several small houses, all of them either burnt to the ground, some of them like still intact, but just very few charred timbers still standing. There's like a small stone wall that kind of stands in the middle of this village, kind of, and you can near this like well, you can see what looks to be two corpses nearby, but they're unrecognizable, as they seem to have been just trampled and crushed. You can kind of see, as you see that off. I'm gonna you guys over here. You will kind of see up ahead these two large creatures, kind of just almost milling around a bit in the village.
To what now? Oh, oh, good lord!
Oh man,
Oh my god!
I'm very zoomed in.
Oh boy.
Oh,
What's this over here? Is that like drool on the palm leaves or something?
Yeah, that's something on that's this background decorations.
He's worried about that while there's two fucking giant elephants. What's over there? Is that?
I don't know what that is.
Snaps Elijah's head forward, like,
I'm just wondering where that drool came from, because it's above us. Like, the elephants are just chilling out there. They're probably not going to try to kill us.
They stomped those other two corpses to bits, man.
Aren't these supposed to be elephant people? Shouldn't we approach? Also, what the hell is this drool thing on the left?
Perhaps. I guess maybe these could be attackers that they've stomped. It's a good point. Are we kind of hiding right now?
You're kind of like approaching near the village. There's not a lot of space on the map, so you can say that you're not this close to the village right away.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying that, like, I'm putting you as far back as I can, kind of just to show you that you can see the
Yeah, I just want to make sure that
the elephants. It's not like
right.
like roll for this. Like, whoa, wait a minute. All right. Well, does anybody know what the hell we're looking at right now? Shinaba's not even sure she's ever seen an elephant before, so she's probably like shitting her pants.
Yeah.
there like a-
Would it be possible for me to try and identify like the bodies on the ground to see if like they're Charaka or something? See if maybe it's attackers that got fought off, or if these are different elephants, I guess.
from this distance, no, because they are heavily mangled.
Gotta get you
Oh,
to
And like not only distance wise, but just they are like mangled.
got it. Okay.
I don't know if it's a
Um,
society check for elephant people, but that's what I rolled.
Rolled nature because they look like animals.
Yeah, I would-
Because
Racist.
Lore.
Yeah, I was able nature. And Situ, these are quite big, and I mean, they, based on the description, I mean, they look like, I mean, I guess the elephants, but you don't really know much about elephants. You haven't had much experience with these type of creatures. If somebody else wanted to roll a nature check, I think, because somebody was
Good
saying.
point.
I rolled one before. I don't know what.
I can always
Oh.
roll 20, right?
There you go.
I might as well.
Mine's not
right after the stealth
Yep, I see. Okay. Yeah, they are elephants. They can certainly. They are huge. They are. They can certainly trample over smaller things.
So
You
they are definitely elephants and not elephant people.
no. You do know as well that elephants tend to be highly territorial.
Okay.
Oh,
So should we approach invisibly?
Well, what's our objective here? I mean, if
Yeah, there might be some survivors. If there are any left, we should take care of them as fast as we can.
right,
I don't
who's-
want to. I don't want
Right.
to.
So I guess yeah.
Are they the
whole-
attackers though?
I assume not, but the
From context,
yeah.
I'd say no.
The question is, do we want to invisibility sphere on up, or do we want to like
It could
announce
spook them
ourselves
even
and
more.
make it known as we
yeah.
approach?
Yeah. Now, there's nobody riding these things. It look like they have like things on top of them.
It's hard.
That's just the default, like
Okay,
elephant picture. Yeah.
gotcha.
So
Wow,
they're not
So they're
actually
actually
wearing
not
anything.
armored.
No, they're not like armored elephants. They're just like
Oh,
There's no. It's just. It's the
Just elephants.
it's the Pathfinder token. It's just what they use for that.
Got it.
Come visit.
Got it.
You're good with animals,
Oh,
aren't
God,
you,
I see
MC2?
what you're doing.
Yeah,
He's going
I
in.
think MC2 is gonna have the best results here.
Okay, man. I want to see this.
Here we go.
Let's see this work.
I
don't think
I
you've
am,
been able to
however,
pull-
going to hide in the building here.
I don't think you've had a successful interaction since the
Ward.
wards.
Shh.
It's time
Okay.
to break that street.
So as you try and approach the elephants and try and calm them down, talk with them, the elephants, you see them kind of, they flap their ears, their trunk, they kind of, almost like in like a very strong display of like force kind of way, not really backing down, and they definitely don't seem to. They're not like aggressive yet, but they certainly are like on the brink of being aggressive. You have a sense that your attempt to talk with them didn't work as planned.
This is not a problem that can be addressed with mud.
I have berries.
This plant spirit is unable to relate well to this mammalian life.
How far are we really from the
Okay.
village?
I mean, well, I'm gonna say MC2's probably like in the village basically at this point, or close to it, to kind of like talk, to kind of like to use wild empathy on the elephant. So MC2 has to at least be close. I'm not sure if Eliza actually snuck into the village.
I think he said he did.
Okay, so then you two, the rest of you. I mean, it's up. I mean, like I said, it's up to you guys on how close you really want to be. Like I said, you don't have to
I'll
be.
say I'm like 30 feet off the map or so. Like I
I
can
was gonna try
move
and
in a
just
bit,
get
but
as close as she can without. I mean, the fact that Masidu didn't get trampled is a good sign.
Because I want to approach until I could cast a spell to teleport.
So, seeing Masidu step up and not be trampled to bits, Shinava will also step up, non-threateningly. Just no weapons, just her shield out, making herself visible. Doesn't want to spook these things, whatever they are.
I'm gonna have to wait before trying again.
I'm gonna teleport into this house.
It's just gonna.
oh no.
Hey, I have been waiting ages for a teleport spell, let me tell you.
That's good.
Alright, so while everybody else is faffing about with elephants, is there anything of note that I can see in this house?
Make a perception check. Okay. The house itself is pretty charred, and there's nothing in the house. You do, as you kind of looking around the village, you can very faintly make out in between the sounds of the elephants, a voice very weakly calling out for help.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Only Elijah hears that, or
Yeah, Elijah's the one that made the perception check. Yeah.
okay.
And then Van, you said that you teleported.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Might be better go here though.
Shinaba's just calling out as well, softly. Diplomacy, kind of.
Do you have wild empathy?
No, not
Then
to
you,
the elephants,
yeah.
just in general. You know, being.
Oh, just general, just do anything out there.
Not here to
No.
hurt anybody. Is there anybody here? We're
Um.
friends.
All right. So then, as Van,
Which direction am I hearing that voice?
you hear in the in a few houses down, and you can kind of see this flash of like arcane energy as you can see Van kind of appearing in the same house. As Van kind of appears, you see, Van sees this what looks to be man, just pinned under this huge log that kind of fell from the burnt house. The log has completely pinned the man down right across both of his legs. As he first kind of gets a bit surprised by just seeing this man just appear right in front of him.
Then he shoots himself to death.
I am. I'm gonna say roll. I'm gonna say for Van to roll a stealth check.
Okay, I'm actually okay at that.
So the as you appear, the burst of arcane energy kind of from the dimension door spell, it spooks the nearest elephant next to you as it just reels back. It's kind of caught off it as you see it kind of get worked up into a crazy anger, trying to figure out what just happened.
Oh god. Which one did Misitu try and charm?
I mean,
I didn't charm.
Yeah, whatever. You know, smooch, smooth talk, whatever you're doing.
man, I thought it was generally like a group, like
Oh, okay.
calm them both down. Yeah, like they're both generally like milling around together. It's not like they're like separately or anything.
I don't see the initiative tracker going up, so that's a good sign.
Oh, is it?
Oh, there it is.
Hey.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
My initiative.
You can. I will.
Nice
I'll
roll.
allow it just because you haven't been that far, but you aren't hidden. They would have seen you, but
Okay.
you just didn't get close enough to really set them off.
Jeez. Oh boy. Elephant fight.
It's too bad we don't have any tranquilizers.
Oh my god.
Is there any chance of calming them down?
Elephant tranquilizers.
We have some giant wasp venom. I mean, enough of that will tranquilize anything, right? Permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind
I
of a
guess.
permanent tranquilization.
Obviously, there are things to do with that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. With that, Pato, what would you like to do?
Okay. So I said I was off the screen, so I'll say I use my
Birdo?
first.
Birdo, I'm
What's up?
sorry, I need to interrupt you. At the start of the battle, Shinava screams in a victory, in a battle
You
cry.
have your thing.
First battle cry, and aims it at the elephant that spooked. So she gets a free intimidate on that dude. Ah, come on! Alright.
Okay.
Don't know if that worked. Did that anything?
Yeah,
It's
so
against
I was
will.
saying I said I was off the screen, so I'll say I use my first action to kind of get up to where I actually am on the map.
Okay.
I'll use my second action to is it this one that was spooked, I assume? You can probably see Van, right?
Yeah, that's the one that kind of like set it off, but like once that one got spooked, another one got spooked, kind of deal.
Right. Okay. So I'll just say that the one that's like closer than by the well and stuff. I'll mark that one. So I'll just do my free nature check. Clearly, we already know they're elephants and stuff, but always hoping for that 5% crit chance.
No, I mean, they would be elephants. They.
Okay. And then I think I'll have command Lucia. Give her 2 actions. Kind of move around over to here a little bit. Not necessarily getting in range and attacking it and stuff, but sort of starting to get sort of a surrounding of this animal. And that's my turn.
All right. All right. So first thing.
Oh boy.
Let's see here.
See what elephants do in Pathfinder. 2.
Pretty much why I did not want my bear to immediately just run up to one and get murdered. This way, it at least has to spend a move action to get closer. So.
Cinder's gonna get stumped.
I'll say that it will attack Van because Van spooked it.
Oh.
Okay.
Van does have cover though because he's in the building.
Nice.
So we'll start off with a tusk attack.
Cover do.
Oh,
+2 to your AC.
That'll hit.
Oof, 31, yeah.
So as you kind of look in the kind of set situation, a big tusk just pierces into you as it kind of gets some of the wood of the cinder down house. And that it is going to it will stomp.
Uh,
22
Oh, that'll miss.
and
Hooray.
third stomp. That's a
nice.
miss.
Excellent.
It's nice seeing a single digit on an attack. That's good.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good. Makes me feel real good.
All right. Elijah's turn.
Okie dokie. So I am going to once again try to get sneaky.
Elijah becomes one with the shadows. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Excellent.
Van is clutching his side where a tusk has pierced him.
I have been stabbed.
Start moving your token. It actually like
Stomping the-
fades in for a second, shows me where you move, and then you fade back out. That's kind of neat.
Stealthy like a All right. Can I make a strength check to try to get this log branch after
Would
whatever
be
comes
at
off?
athletics check.
Athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not bad.
Nice.
Elijah rushes in and just quickly grabs the log, and that is a success. As you lift the
Score.
log
Check it out.
off and just push it off to the side, uh, freeing the man underneath it.
I'm really hoping that's an elephant person and not a cultist.
Can you shift Z the token so we can see it?
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm down with this guy. He looks like a reasonable
Doesn't
dude.
look like the cultist we fought to date, so that's always, a good sign.
The paint kinda looks like an elephant on his face, so maybe.
Oh yeah.
Elephant clan, maybe.
Ah, yeah, true.
I was picturing people with elephant heads.
I'll be
More
honest.
because of the- they're
Yeah.
called
I
elephants.
just kind of
Although, I mean, Renali transforms into a spider, so who knows?
Good
Who
point.
really knows?
Oh my god, those could be elephant people who are just like freak. Oh.
They just become huge when they turn to elephants, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
I
maybe
don't
we'll
know.
find out now that
I
you've
guess
freed them.
elephant people is kind of a broad, vague term at this point.
so as you push the log and the guy kind of as the guy kind of like screams in pain, which kind of spooks a little bit of the elephant even more. The man kind of gets up a bit and seeing the kind of situation, you see him kind of like limp out a bit as he kind of starts to talk to the elephants, and speaking a bit, and in a few moments as he kind of talks, you see the elephants, which were like panicking and kind of getting ready just to like trample the very house that you guys were in. They seem to kind of pause for a moment and listen to him as they seem to kind of actually calm down a bit.
Okay.
Oh,
And as he kind of continues to talk to them, they actually start to retreat backwards, just make the way
opportunity! Attack opportunity!
towards the like edge of the clearing.
Okay.
Cool, man. Good. I'm glad we didn't freaking attack them. Because Shana was about to go in there.
Yeah.
All right, that was
Well, that was a
that was a
win-win
lucky
for combat.
Hooray.
athletics. That was a good athletics roll.
Yeah.
Thank
it's
goodness.
fun. Cool beans.
Good
I
job,
limp out of
Elijah.
I limp out of the house.
For once, you not contributing to a combat actually helped us.
I imagine Van like turns the corner to exit the door and is just immediately hit in the face with mud.
Good job. Slams Elijah on the back. You've been following my workout regimen, I see.
Ow.
It's 2d8 plus 10, right?
Oh, I didn't close the thing down.
No, 15. Because your medic thing.
Right. It's 20. Oh yeah.
I'll be back in a moment. Elijah is going to start trying to search the place for clues as to what happened. I'm assuming that
We
someone's
got
going to
a
talk to
walking,
the
talking clue right here.
Yeah.
Is he
Also,
wounded?
maybe looking for valuables.
Mhm.
But let's make sure they're
That's
not his
better.
valuables before we. But check it out. Yeah, let's go on the scene. We'll keep him busy.
What were you saying, MC2?
Does the nice man need mud?
He's definitely injured, but you see his injuries are more from the log kind of pinning him down. It's
Mud can help.
so if you wish to, you can mud him. You can mud him. That's on you.
Shana will approach and ask him, "Do you speak Taldan?"
Probably also speaks Elven, considering he lives with the elves, near the elves.
Well, she only speaks Talden, so
So
unless he's Kellish, which I don't think he is.
he's, as you call out, he doesn't really
Okay.
understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Um,
Cool.
Yeah, the language that at least MC to kind of heard, he definitely does speak Mwangi.
Nice.
I'll
Give
ask.
me your Mwanga, eh? Give me that. Does anybody else speak that?
No.
we're not gonna pretend that didn't happen. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Ask him if there's anyone else here. Does anybody else need help?
I asked him that.
He, as you so he kind of shakes his head, goes, no, the village was destroyed by the cultists. They came and they burned our village down.
So you're the only survivor?
And he nods and goes, I returned after the attack to try and see what I could salvage, see if the village could be repaired. One of the buildings was not fully sturdy as I was looking around, and the log had pinned me down.
He's the only survivor, he said. What about these corpses she looks over, just examining them? Are these Mwangi or cultists?
You see two what look to be frog-like corpses
Uh-huh.
that have just been smashed to a pulp.
Oh,
ask him.
okay, more
uh,
boggers.
What's happening?
Ask them what?
When did this happen?
He ponders for a moment and goes, was almost a week ago, I would say. But I only came back about a day so ago. It's the village wasn't safe to return until all the flames had been extinguished and ran their course.
You know what direction they went?
He shakes his head and goes, no, our people, well, I ran at least when I could to survive when they set the place on fire. In the
What did they want? Why were they here?
he motions towards the two elephants and goes, they wanted the elephants. They seem to need the animals or wanted them for labor.
Probably for that pit, yeah. Especially since we freed one, now you really want another one.
Yeah, their dinosaurs out of commission.
We made him kill it. That was good.
And
I'm
then
happy to know that we have been hunting down these cultists. We have a common enemy. Perhaps you would care to join us. Now, also, are there any bodies? Because if there are no bodies, she's going to ask, where the fuck are the bodies? Like, are there just old corpses lying around, dead?
no. So if you ask that, he responds and goes, our people fled to the south when the fire started. Our village was lost to the flames, and they have retreated deeper into the jungle, hoping to come back eventually.
But you're afraid to come back because you're afraid the cultists
I had returned just to see if this village could be repaired, could be fixed. But it would take much time to repair such a village and with what has been done to it.
Maybe we can help you with that, but first, we're going to deal with those cultists. What is your name?
My name is
Introducing herself, and
yeah. I'm assuming that you kind of translating through MC2 basically.
Yeah.
My name is Edgar.
Repeat, please. Or typing. Okay.
No, I was meant for Vecino to type out what he's saying. I like that.
Type it out. You will type it out.
Well, Edgar, how would you like to witness vengeance firsthand?
He shakes his head and goes, I am not a fighter. My priorities is with taking care of our people and hoping to rebuild a village and taking care of a herd.
Whether you wanted to be one or not.
Are you recruiting child soldiers now?
He's not a child, is he?
I don't know.
Oh.
No.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on.
He's actually quite opposite. He's actually on the elderly side.
Okay.
Are you going?
Someone to fight things.
Are you going to?
Okay, she's not gonna.
We plan on eradicating them as we find them. You might want to seek shelter with the elves until we can take care of them.
Oof. Hell, that's a long way. He'll be safe with his people, right? He just came from their camp.
They're dead.
No. They fled. They're south.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Correct.
I was getting food.
Yeah. He's not the only survivor. They just fled. The place burned down. Apparently nobody died. So they just all fled and went south. And he came north to check out the area to see what was going on. If it was, salvageable. So he says he could be here to, who knows, loot shit. But she hasn't gotten that impression from him.
Correct.
Well, and those elephants you brought those elephants with you?
No, the elephants are of the village. They stayed around in the area after the fires had finished.
Oh man. Can you imagine charging into their freaking base with two of these things? Just imagining the scene of charged in on an elephant.
If only he knew.
Right. Well, are there warriors in your village? Oh, where do your people have warriors among them? People who are willing to fight
What?
to defend their land?
Okay, why? Okay. Okay. He ponders for a moment and shakes his head and goes, we have a few that are more hunters to help feed our people. I guess you could consider them warriors, but they are not equipped to deal with these cultists and their numbers. It's not in our people's way.
Well, would it be possible for us to join your camp to use as like a base of operations while we search for these cultists? We can make food too.
Well, I mean, is it safe for his people to return? I think it is. If we're going to be taking out the cultists, don't you think?
Well, on the map, if we're gonna go around and get all the other pillars, I think I mapped it out, and the most efficient route would still take us like 9 days to do all of it and then go to their base.
My other
So they
my
have
other
like a
question.
week.
My other question is, why are the cultists? Why are they attacking you? What threat do you pose to them? What do they want from your people?
They
He said that
Oh,
they
the
wanted the
elephants.
elephants.
The elephants. Right.
Yeah,
they
wanted
wanted
the elephant.
they wanted the elephants for
Right.
labor.
Okay, that fills that gap. I forgot about that. Okay, cool. Um, so what do you guys want to do? You want to head? Do you want to see? You want to meet these people? Maybe they might have information for us, or maybe secure this area and help them rebuild. We had some master crafters in the house. I don't know if that's a thing we can do.
Well, I mean, I think we're going to be able to help them just by shit.
Taking out the cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's a long term goal. How can we help them right now? Because clearly we were sent here. We're here for a reason. Let's try and get something out of this. Maybe they have information. Um, maybe they have a small shop somewhere. Fields. That's not gonna happen.
He just wants that shop.
Do your people, are they all together? Are they safe, or are they scattered and helpless? Like
Most of our people are together. We have some that may have scouted and scouts that have been looking for them and making sure that we can get our people back together.
well, it's probably not safe for them to be here because they're really going to be looking for some pack animals now. Do you think you could take us to the rest of your people? Is that on the map? Can we show them the map and we know?
I mean, he nods and goes, if you wish, we can certainly take you there. It's not much, but we
may need your hunters for the final battle. If you really want to rid the jungle of this menace.
Really, he's okay.
We're gonna need your help. We are here to do that. You are not alone in this fight.
That's what I was looking for.
But we can't do it without your help. Maybe we can just talk to your people.
Very well, I will lead you to them if that is what you wish.
What's his attitude towards us? Is he just like, whatever, dudes? Or is he kind of like,
We saved his ass.
think we can help? Like, is he excited?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Right, since motive isn't a thing anymore.
Secret perception.
I would okay. MC2, being the translator and stuff, gets the vibe. He's definitely friendly to you because you saved him and you didn't kill the elephants. But based on the kind of conversation, the vibe you're definitely getting is he's not really on board with the whole having the people join the fight kind of vibe.
Okay.
They like.
I get that. It doesn't have to be physically. Maybe they can help us just provide us information. We are strangers to this land. And we are learning stranger things about our enemy each day. Any insight they could provide us could help us, even that much. And if Elijah found anything sneaking around, that would be nice too.
No, Elijah's looking around. The place is it is. It's not just like, but it is charred. Like everything has been. Yeah, like there's not much still standing here.
What about in the well?
Toss
Is
him
there anything
in.
in the well?
There is still water in the well. The, the bucket is still there.
Okay, bucket
But
right
peering
now.
down, peering down the well, nothing catches your eye right away. Like hidden in the well that you can see.
That diplomacy check was for basically the minute of interaction I had with him. As long as Masitu didn't get the translations wrong.
Yeah, he's definitely, like I said, based on your conversation, based on the fact that you guys didn't kill the elephants, which wouldn't have been a good thing.
All right, let's go meet his folks then. Let's see what's going on, and then we're moving on to the next pillar. I'm already losing patience with this guy. No, I'm just kidding. You guys good with that, or do you want to inspect the well? There's no magic in the area, I'm guessing either, right? What about the corpses here? Anything good on them? Anything?
That was the next thing I was going to look at after the well.
Yeah.
You examine the corpses, and they, like I said, they look to be two bargoods, crushed to a pulp. They look to have some leather armor on them, but it's heavily beaten and battered.
So probably not magic then.
Even if you do a quick,
magic vision.
even if you do a quick detect magic, there's nothing magical on them. They seem to not be any special.
Okay then.
Okay.
Well, if there's nothing in the well, then we just move on.
Does Msita want to pet the elephants?
Yeah.
Pet the elephants. Okay, we'll stop at the elephant petting zoo.
Just gonna do a quick scan of the buildings, make sure that nobody else is in there, and while I'm in there, unobtrusively use detect magic.
Okay. Doing a quick check. Nothing, things magical. There's no signs of life. The village definitely seems, it does seem to kind of match a bit with Attica's story that he kind of seemed to have returned to check up and see if they could fix the place. And they seem to have got everybody out before the fire consumed anybody. I'd say based on you guys' general vibe, check, these people are not. They seem to be a very simple tribe, in terms of like not like well adornment, or not like anything, there's no like magical items lingering around. There's no like temple, there's no shrine or anything. It's just kind of people that seem to have a strong connection to the elephants. Meanwhile, MC just kind of off, just like kind of petting these monstrosities thing that's probably like 5 times the size of MC2.
They make Shanabi very nervous. Don't get too close, Masitu.
Climbing up them.
All right, let's go meet his folks.
Yep.
Get some dinner, and then head out to the next point.
I'll just bring you guys back to the map, and say it's a bit farther south in the same hex, just to make it simpler. Eventually, another few hours, and you guys eventually make your way to this another clearing that seems to have a very small camp. There's about maybe a dozen or so people, and these people, they kind of look a bit cautious when they see this group of you guys kind of approaching, all different sizes. A bear, it just kind of catching them off a bit. But you see Edgar kind of talks to them a bit and kind of calms them down as they kind of seem to get a bit unease and relax a bit. Still a little bit cautious because they kind of look a bit edgy, not really seeing outsiders that often. But they've calmed down a bit. And yeah, you guys, as you're looking around, you can you see they are gatherers, there's herders. It's not a very strong warrior instinct in this tribe.
Okay. Well, are there elephants around? Like they have the elephants people here, or they're just kind of
the elephants, at least the two that kind of were hanging about in the tribe, they still hung out by the village, and Enika talks a bit and basically explained that the elephants, like the village was their home. It is where they lived, and they want to stay in the area that they call home. As long as we know that they check up on them every day, but easier to kind of leave them there than try and relocate them.
Okay. Well, we don't need to relocate. We're taking care of the problem. We will help you. But we need to. What can you tell us? Is there you have an elder here? Anybody who might be able to provide us with information about what we're fighting and who's behind all of this? Who's the head of the cult? I mean, so many questions we don't know yet. Answers we don't know yet. Who organizes them? I mean, we don't really know these things, right? They're just worshiping a dragon, basically? Or they
Something like that.
they're kind of claiming to do?
They essentially, based on the understanding that you guys got, is that they are worshippers of Dahak. Correct.
Okay. And he was a dragon god, right, or something? Making that up.
He's Pathfinder's version of like Tiamat or something like that.
Okay, cool.
He's
dragon god.
he's Tiamat's like son, basically, like offspring.
Okay, evil dragons.
Correct. The one, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not good. Clearly, do they know? So that's basically my question. Is there any elders here? Clearly, you cannot fight. But do you have any information or assets that you can provide? Anything? How long has this cult been around? Did they just pop up? Any history to them?
They kind of
Trying to get some context for these guys.
okay. Had to go through my notes. They talk about there have been numerous cults have been formed throughout the ages in the region that worshipped a dragon god, but most of them have always been crushed by the Ikuja elves. They've always defeated and put down these cultists. This recent itineration, the Cinderclaws, seem to be the most recent one, but they seem to actually be giving the Ikuja actual trouble and actually holding their own against the elves, winning some of the fights. They definitely seem to be more organized or more equipped than some of the previous other cults that have arisen throughout the years. I want to make sure this works.
Just these cults are just an inevitability for this area. It sounds like. Why? Why are there always cultists here? Are they always? Do they all worship dragons? All the different generations of them, or do they worship other things? Has it always been dragons?
It has always been a worship of the dragon god.
Huh. Maybe we have a chance to end this once and for all. Maybe there's a source of it to this. So the elves are the power players, and now they're busy. Well, they're the only ones keeping this cult in check, but barely so. And this town has never been attacked before.
They shake their head and go, "No, we've never had a major issue before."
Okay. Has anybody else got any questions? I feel like I'm asking all the questions, and I don't mind, but I don't want to take up all of those.
I think you've hit
Okay.
all the stuff that I was wondering about.
Well,
I'll say if anybody wants to make a society check.
I'll fucking roll it. I'm gonna start rolling checks, even though I'm terrible at them. I don't care.
You never know. You might get a nat 20.
That's what I'm hoping.
Train. Okay. Train Elijah's 26.
Cardo got society? Come on. You got society.
I
Right?
do.
Sorry, I was opening my sheet to check it, and I was on mute while I was explaining that. I had my skill increase this level, but I put it into Arcana instead of Society.
Oh,
I'm still
interesting.
trained
Arcana.
in Society, but yeah, because I got all my knowledge shit. I've like recognized
Yeah.
spell and everything, so I'm an
Cool.
expert in like nature, occultism, and Arcana now, and religion.
What are you a master? Are you a master anything yet?
No.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I was able to actually. This is
I
the
was
first part where I
just
could've-
seeing if there's anything that they would have actually.
Whoops.
Based on, I would say, based on you guys' general knowledge, based on your society checks, that this region, specifically, you really don't know the history of it that well. But based on the way they're talking about it, it definitely seems to have ancient history that seems to be contributing towards the continuous rise and fall of dragon cults in this area. None of you really know about it, based on the fact how they keep talking about it, how it seems to be happening throughout the ages, throughout the years. It. The only thing you can really decipher is the fact that it's ancient history that's definitely been is playing a factor to this. What that is, you don't know, but
All right. Well, I guess we'll be off then. We'll stay here the night and head out in the morning. Perhaps next time we meet, you shall be free of this cultist menace once and for all. What do you think of that? She says,
they and kind of Edgar's still the one that's kind of primarily talking with you guys, because our people will certainly appreciate the help, and it will do a lot for us to know that these cultists have been defeated. Where?
like hunter-gatherers, essentially.
Yeah, there's really not like there's no one in the group that like you see and automatically kind of comes out looking like you say that person looks like they can do some work.
One last thing. I want to know, do you know of any shops in this area? Are there any shops?
You are not going to get a new shield. I am sorry.
No,
like
but
an
I don't think this
somewhere?
is the time. This man's.
Is there an outpost somewhere in this in the jungle? Do you know of any?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, there's gold. They keep throwing gold at people. What is this gold for? If they're not going to spend it, you know what I mean?
Well, they're covering.
No one's
Placing it in arsenic, so I feel like it's
no one's
spending this
as
money
a trap
somewhere.
for us.
It's possible that the gold isn't spent on anything; it's just pretty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. It's
Wow.
worthless. You can't stand it.
I would say anybody who wishes make a intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Secret or
You can make it open it. It's fine.
I don't know how to do it secret. Oh, jeez.
boom, baby.
Man, those are some bad rolls from just the group. Wow.
Well, intelligence DC should be. I mean,
We are-
ability-based DC should be low.
I would yeah. So I'll say just to kind of you recognize MC2 and Van both as you guys talk about it. You do kind of remember a few things. One, the elves themselves didn't really wear gold. It's not like they were adorned in gold. Only a few of them actually had gold. The only NPC that you've actually really spoken to that wore gold is Jossie. You can see that only very select elves actually wore gold. The
Markham status, maybe.
they didn't even have gold in their decorations. So it's not like that the elves or like the elves will, like most of the or like even the nuggets that you guys found. It's like gold nuggets. Like it's not like perfectly refined. It's kind of it's pretty much like freshly mined gold.
Okay. I had to try. Okay. So you guys, what do you want to do? We want to head straight east because we're gonna lose our boat. Remember, we're gonna have to cross the river swimming. Which I mean, we'll probably be able to do, but that's something to consider. I'm a little nervous about paddling upriver with the P and the F right next to each other like that,
Yeah, I think we should go by an overland route.
and then we'll just swim north from there.
Well, can we do that necessarily? Because we're not, I assume, hauling this boat over land with us, right?
Yeah,
That's a
we're
hell of a hike. I mean, Native Americans did it.
yeah, yeah. Well, we're
We
not native.
could theoretically take the boat up river this way to like this one, leave it there, go hit this one, come back to this hex, and then
What
head back
scares me
up.
is that pillar is so close to their base
Yeah,
that I'm like a
I
little
mean I
terrified
agree
of
with
what's going to
that.
be there.
I agree with that, but just as a like if we go straight over here, which will take us what the 1, 2, 3 days. Like when we go to the river again, we're not going to have the boat
Yeah,
unless we're heading all the way
that's
back
more-
down and then back up
Right.
river.
Which, I mean, we could swim it, right? I mean, is anybody terrified of swimming? Because then, if so, we'll have to.
I'm
I
not
mean,
terrified
that
of
would be
swimming.
athletics check, right? So I have a 2.
Well, we could make a raft, right?
We could.
We have
Yeah,
one.
We have so much survival
Yeah,
skill.
but we have to carry the raft.
Why don't we
Right,
just?
yeah.
We
Our-
can make one on site.
Well, because we could just take the raft up the river, hit this one. I want to hit the rock one last, honestly.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the rock one I see is last,
But
but this one scares me too because it's right next
it's right
to their
there.
base. It's
Well,
like,
yeah.
I feel like I would have like the worst defenses.
But the one with the rock was also a mine, right? So
Yeah, that was like a logistical.
I mean, yeah, it was the one that it was the place that had the map. That
1,
shows
2,
where all of the
3,
buildings are.
4.
So
Yeah,
it was
Oh.
definitely a
key,
pretty
man.
substantial operation.
because my thought is we could hit this one, hit this one, hit this one, hit that one, and then because we're on the other side of the river,
Alright.
go there.
I mean, we're not too on too much of a time frame, right? Like, at some point, we want to think about also potentially going back to the castle. I swear to God, this is not shield related. I'm only saying this because
Bolus
the
is so
construction
lonely.
stuff. I don't know how much time we have left on the construction.
Well, we also have the problem of what happens if that fucking dragon thing
Can we
appears
get
again,
back through the gate? Yeah. Is
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
definitely
forget
a
that.
real
What if-
question.
I think we have plenty of time left still, anyway.
But-
I haven't heard anything
Construction.
saying this must be done with
NC2 saying
before
we can
the
also
full
cast
moon.
fly. Do we have enough that you could cast fly on everyone? Or is the range enough where you could cast somebody and then they can fly
It
across
lasts
the
10
river?
minutes.
Well, if
It
we're just
only
talking
lasts.
about the river, Shinaba could swim. Perdo could probably. I mean, not Perdo.
Herda
Elijah
definitely
looks
can't
like he
swim.
could definitely swim.
All right, I have a better idea. Cast fly on the bear and everybody ride the bear across.
It's a medium creature. I want to point that out. It's just a medium creature.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to have a bear drag us across than us drive a bear across.
This
the
is a
bear
bit
has
insane.
13 in athletics. The bear might be able to swim.
I really
Ah.
feel like I really like going to this one first for some reason. Number one. Because then
Yeah.
we can totally
I mean,
just
really,
swing
if
around
we
with
wanted
that exact
to,
pattern
we
that
could
Mystique
take the 3 days there, and
Yeah.
then we could go, like, back to, like,
But
just
if
take
Macedo
3
can
days
cast
back,
fly on,
and then take the river.
Macedo can cast fly on. Okay. Well,
If we go up the river with the raft and hit that first one near the base, and then the rest of it's just a moot point because we can just go and then go across. It's not a big deal. We have a boat. Like the boat is
Yeah.
the problem.
yeah. All right. So I mean, we can also make a boat when we get to the coast. It's just a raft. It's a pretty simple thing. You guys can craft that out pretty easily. I can chop the wood down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it would be very difficult for us to make a raft on site, and we've got so
Is
many
that-
people with survival and with rope and other stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't think.
Let's
it's
just
gonna be
ask.
stressful.
I mean, is it possible to make a raft on site, judging by the raft we used here?
Yeah, you can make a raft. It will it will essentially take you about a day or so, just in terms of labor time. So
We save that by just doing the Masitu route that is laid out here. Because that will be the most direct time-saving route, so we can definitely spare a day to make a raft.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine with me. Yeah.
they're going to the red pillar.
We should do the
That's
whole trying to just all swim across or something. If we
I got-
want to make a
I got-
raft or
No,
have some
absolutely
combination
not.
of
Yeah,
flying,
if we can make a
as long
raft,
as we have a way to get across, that's
we have so
fine.
many crafters in this group that we should be like the fucking A team. Like we should be able to do all this crazy cool shit just by craft.
Yeah.
We
So,
got
yeah,
it.
that's fine. You're right. We
Fun
should definitely
network.
be able to do that.
Yeah.
Let me try here,
We have
actually.
crafters, and we'd be like, all right, we have no option. We have to use this boat. But you guys, man, you guys are engineers.
I want to see how long it takes to pop up there.
Seas.
Okay, cool. It worked.
Yeah, fucking teleport.
Or-
we got rafts.
Or alternatively, we could go back to the shore, pick up the raft, and then just take it with us, or pick up the boat and take it with us. Shouldn't be that heavy.
I mean, that's portaging, right?
I
That's
mean,
what that's
is it
called?
not? I mean, yeah, that would be we'd portage across, but like, is it a big raft? I mean, we did put there's what
Here's the thing:
effectively
is it gonna?
6
Are
medium
we gonna
creatures
lose?
on it.
If we
7?
lose, if we lose
That's
more than a day's travel because we're dragging this thing, it's worth it just to build it at the shoreline.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess if I had a scroll, I could just cast shrink item every day, but we don't have a scroll of shrink item.
We're in a jungle. We can
Yeah.
fucking build a raft. We got plenty of wood
Yeah,
and the knowledge on how to do it. We're good. Fuck this guy and his raft.
I think
I scuttled it. Like Cortez.
the raft is really the least of our problems. We've got
Right.
way
No,
too
yeah,
much.
that's a good point. We
Yeah,
can,
yeah,
yeah.
we're
The
getting hung
biggest
up on the
thing,
details.
the biggest thing is that we have 3 across the other side of the river and 1 on this side. So really, my thought process is we just cross back where we came from and hit these other ones first, rather than go all the way across, because it makes more sense to go back the way we came and hit these up, and then go across, and then just have to walk the extra hexes to get to the base, versus going all the way across the bottom just to get to
Well,
1.
The thing I like about going across the bottom is that we might come across some pretty cool stuff too. This is a hex crawl. I'm just thinking metagaming a little bit, but this is also an exploration. And I kind of like the idea of going into new spaces, personally. That's my argument.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
does
mean,
have
so
a point
it's
there.
gonna take us 9 days, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, we ran into
So, I mean,
we
it's
ran
8
into
versus
we ran
9
into
days, depending on how we do it. It's
we ran
essentially
into
the
that
same.
wacko by chance, just because we went into that hex. So who knows what we might get on that southern path?
That's also very true. If we
Each
wanna
hex is
kinda-
1 day, right?
You
We can
can,
do 2 hexes in a day, or 1 hex if we stop to explore each hex.
yeah, you can do 2 hexes.
Yeah, Rob said if there's anything that, like, any events we run into, like, it will stop us. It's just we're not thoroughly searching it if we do 2.
If it's an unmissable event. I mean, there could be some events that you actually have to kind of like, some events that aren't major events that you might miss by just going two hexes through. Obviously stuff like pillars or like the temple and stuff like that. That stuff's pretty big. That stuff you can't really miss. But if there's like something going on in this particular hex, that's not really a major encounter. Then
Okay.
it is possible that you can miss it. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we've been out here 9 days so far. If we do this and just breeze through the others, it'll take us about 8 days.
Before we leave, also, I just want to ask people if there's anything in the area to the east that they know of. Maybe a hot tip, a local hot tip, and then I'll be right back. But I'm listening.
I just want to throw out that I did pick up expeditious search, so
I
should be able
almost-
to
I
reach
almost
a little bit faster. I don't know if that's going to impact us on the search phase of the hex crawl, but
I'm showing you.
maybe.
Let me see if that actually, if they specifically call out if expeditious does anything. In the meantime, I will say that people do tell you that the region to the east is it's a lot more swampier than the rest of the village. There's a lot areas where there's though it's deeper with water, place where you may have to actually kind of like slog through. It won't affect like your overland travel, but as opposed to like where you were traveling a bit through like the dry jungle terrain, this one's a bit more like you might be walking through like water at some parts. It's definitely swampy, kind of like parts where you might get to like half walking, half almost like swimming a little bit in some parts as the water gets deep. It's definitely swampy in some areas.
Okay. So the idea of going back across the river and backtracking is definitely not out of the question then.
Sorry, what did we learn about the east? Something it was swampy.
Explore.
Very swampy.
That's it.
Nothing special otherwise.
Okay, so I will say.
Swampy.
So I will say with Expeditious Search that you could essentially I'll say that you kind of you could move 2 spaces and you would encounter anything in either space.
That's awesome. That is such
Okay.
a cool.
Because basically it would normally be you would have to like take a day you would move 1 hex and then you would take like a search action basically is what you're essentially doing. But I'll say you can move 2 and then you're basically searching.
That's a nice pickup there.
Yeah.
Look, Elijah could be coming all useful. It's great.
I'll say that makes sense to
Really
me.
excellent. This is your night.
All right. So, do we want to go east or go north, and then basically have one of the hexes searched?
I'm
And-
totally east, especially since we can do it searching. Oh man, I'm all for that. It's a whole southern area of the map we can knock out and explore the ruins and the riches this place might have to offer, or nothing. But at least we'll know. Chanel is all about the exploration. She is an adventure mode.
Yeah, I got that.
So we're doing this.
This is Shinaba talking here, big time. She's like, man, it'll be fun. Don't worry. New places, exciting things.
Which way will they go?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Ooh. God, this map is just a mess of arrows and colors. It is just.
I was just thinking it might be better to follow the shoreline and get the areas around their camp.
That works. I'm up for that.
Then we can just
See,
straight
that's
shoot it.
brains talking. That's brains. You got the brains.
All right, so let's clear off all our indicators here and settle on one final
C2
plan.
the Masitu Road.
As I'm starting to feel
Or the route that Van laid out, though. But
going backwards like that, I think will be our best deal. Especially because I don't know about you, but I do not want to get a dysentery or whatever that is hiding in the swamp.
Have we explored this area, or did we just travel through it?
We just traveled through it.
So
You travel through most area. This area was where the temple was
the church was.
that blew up.
Yeah,
Temple.
we were doing a at the beginning over here, but as soon as we found the map here, we've kind of been efficiently just heading towards each pillar. So yeah, once we found this, we just moved straight here, then boom, boom, pillar, and then another 2 movement to the village.
I was just thinking if we wanna, if part of it is to explore, right? We can go here, and then well, it'll be an extra step, but we could explore this one and this one. Um, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to think up a way to be both efficient and get some exploration because obviously the pillar areas aren't going to have anything in it because that was the major events there, right? So it's really the areas and is speaking from how do I say this?
Metagaming.
Likely any events that would pop up would probably be around pillars because I don't think I don't see why they would have one like over here or
What's
down
this?
here. Well,
We
yeah,
can't
what
go
is that?
here either.
Yeah, what is that?
We should check that out. All right, let's go up the river. Let's do that then. You guys want to go on the north side? I'm all for that. I just want to explore areas. Make sure we explore areas. So
Yeah, to be fair, everything that's had like a marker on the map has meant something. So
yeah.
like
I
that's
like the idea
something.
of going through the swamp, just because that sounds cool. That might be
We'll
fun.
ride, we'll
But
I
ride
feel like
up.
if there's a swamp, there's something for us to find inside the swamp.
yeah, usually swamps are like mysterious and
Filled with disease and dysentery and shitting yourself to
At
death.
least we can watch a
But
Scooby Doo episode or
I am
something.
curious about this. Looking at it now, it looks like there's like a clear path northeast. So I guess we could swing that way if you guys want to check
Oh
that
God,
out.
so much on the map.
All right, let's do something for God's sake. So let's go northwest.
let's just go hit this thing, see
Yeah.
if it is anything,
Yeah, let's cross
and then
the
we'll just go
river and
from
then
there.
we'll sweep around, searching as we go. Okay, so we're going here.
Go in there. We made our minds up.
That's it. Done. Case closed.
Fucking colors out of space. Hate those monsters.
Pretty good movie.
That's a Nick Cage one, right? The Cthulhu Lovecraft.
Yeah, we
Actually,
fought. Yes, and I think we fought one in
We did. In
Iron Gods.
And where?
The Adventure Path Iron Gods that's where I met Brian.
Oh, you're playing that? I just played that today.
We're
Yeah,
playing
that's a
that.
fun one. I ran that for
Level-
my home group for a while.
We're playing our me and my girlfriend. We're playing level 5 now. We're up to some serious shit in Crimson Throne.
We got into the 5th book, and then we lost all the players except for me and
Crimson Throne.
and Sidu. So
That's unfortunate.
Crimson
it
Throne.
was the DM's fault. So
Yeah.
So
We'll
it
talk
goes.
shop later.
all right, we move across the river.
Okay. All I'll say in that sense is Crimson Throne. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, totally.
I want to play that one. I heard
It's
it's
really
good.
great. I love it. It's so good.
I haven't played it yet. It's definitely on my list.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see a 2E adaptation of it.
It is 2E.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
it is. I thought it was
Oh,
1E.
well, we're talking about the adventure card game, not the adventure pack.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about the Adventure Path.
Oh, I was talking about the card
Yeah.
game. Sorry, I thought you said PACG. I thought you said that. Okay, so
No one said beat.
Sorry.
Moving
All
on.
right. So moving through, kind of making your way towards, you come to this bit of a clearing. There's numerous rotting trees, various states of decomposition. Some of them are kind of vibrantly decorated with colorful mushrooms and moss. The area kind of opens up, almost becoming like a C-shaped clearing. There's numerous insects that kind of scuttle and scurry across all the trees and along the floors.
Oh boy.
And Cthulhu is reaching for the bear.
No.
Cthulhu's return to the bear. I will eat your face. Sie susun
Je suis
kötülü.
un guru.
Rotting trees.
Delightful.
Why are trees rotting? Can anyone explain that, please?
It's a natural
Shana
line.
asks.
Happens a lot in the jungle and the swamp.
Okay.
Well, you
Not
see,
No,
kind of
when
evil or something.
Daddy Tree dies and Mama Moisture moves in, and
Uh-huh.
then you have all kinds of fungus that just sort of spiral out of control because they were already there in a symbiotic relationship with the tree to begin with, and now this tree is not keeping them in check. And long story short, it's totally natural.
All right, who's scouting?
Turns
I'm
towards
also
Elijah.
I'm also gonna roll a quick nature check for is this at all expected?
The trees falling down?
Trees just rotting and being torn down.
Uh, you're not. I mean, you're not overly familiar with jungle, but I mean, you know, in forest that you've seen, trees definitely fall, and sometimes trees just are left to decompose and break down.
Okay, so nothing that should instantly be like filling me with a sense of dread and yeah,
Bad stuff.
bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Okay.
Scouting.
Is there no signs of any people or nothing here? Just trees knocked over and rotting away? Can she make a survival check to look for tracks? Yeah, she'll do that.
All right. Well, Elijah is gonna go and get all kind of sneaky and start scouting ahead. Let me see if you want to send your little buddy with me there, so I can communicate back with the rest of y'all.
Okay. You I say you can see there's a lot of insects that travel. You can make out Shanawa can make out some sets of footprints. They look to be small footprints, but they look to be old. They're not fresh tracks. It's definitely been quite a few days old. But you can at least pick out that there was look to be smallest tracks.
Okay. Are they like shoes or any
Uh,
type of creatures or any kind of distinguishing style of track?
they look to be um yeah, kind of a three-toed or like
Oh really? Oh my god! I just fucking
um
made that up.
almost like a reptilian footstep.
She
Oh,
leans down and runs her fingers around the indentation. She's like,
A plane crashed here.
tracks. She points them out.
Yeah, can I do something to try and identify what I think made the tracks? Would it be like a, I don't know, nature or some kind of knowledge check? Would it be another survival?
Society, maybe, or I don't know. I guess it depends on what made the trap.
Right, that's why I'm not 100% sure.
Say Arcana.
Arcana, interesting.
The
Okay.
fuck?
Fortunately, I did pull that one down to trained. So
Nice.
we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's -2, so it's still, I have still what?
How's my light
11
looking?
in it.
Light's looking
so
good?
We'll see.
Light's looking good. Based on the size, possibly kobold looking traps.
Huh.
Okay. Looks like we got some more kobolds here.
Okay, she's
Stay
like,
alert.
now, refresh my memory. I know we're not killing goblins. She closes her eyes and she's like focusing on remembering this. Goblins we're not killing anymore. Or kobolds? Did we kill kobolds? No, we're not killing kobolds, right? Or are we? We almost killed those at one time.
We did not
Okay,
fight the
talk to them.
kobolds. We didn't fight the kobolds we found out hiding in the keep.
Right.
But
So
I
we're
can't
not
remember. I
straight
don't
up killing them.
think we found any kobolds since we've been here, but you never know because it is a very dragonish cult.
Well, I know that Van's friends with them, so I
wait.
don't know if he's gonna have problems.
We killed that one kobold.
Oh, we did. You're right.
Was the
Oh, he was
leader
a kobold. He was
that was
chucking the...
in that?
Oh yeah. Fuck
camp?
kobolds. Okay.
Was he a kobold? Was it that guy?
Yeah, he was 100% a kobold. The guy in
He
the,
was?
in the office.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of the. Okay, I was gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah.
I'm like, I think we fought one while we're
And
here.
he was like a foreman or something. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
they're
kobolds.
definitely in on
Kobolds are a strong maybe.
this. Got it.
It comes down to whether or not they try to kill you first. Because if they try to kill you first, well, you kill them like anybody else.
Well,
but if they don't, if they try to talk first, then we try to entreaty with them and avoid murdering the very nice kobolds.
You're scouting, right?
Yes, I am. I'm wondering what is that thing with the arrows pointing to it.
That's a tree stump.
Tree stump.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
just somehow
not like
visible in a top-down view.
What is this?
it's just. I was just like, oh no, is that pieces of another rock nest or something?
And the tree stump. There are some hollow out trees, kind of falling down, like in, like just like these are like hollowed out trees. This is a log.
Okay. Knowing there are kobolds in the area, she is drawing her sword down.
Yeah. Stay frosty.
Hey, kobolds aren't that bad. Just let me talk to them.
You weren't there for that fight. They suck. They're awful. Yeah, we'll give them a chance if you think you can talk to them. But our last kobold we thought wasn't much for talk.
Man, I just re-scrolled up the screen and saw what's been going on up here.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's.
I scrolled down to check on Elijah and watch him, and I moved back up and saw this mess.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cthulhu just.
Scouting is descending into the gruesome grasp of madness.
Yeah.
So,
Why you have to ride it even away?
Yeah.
You know, this kind of goes against the grain of scouting, but it's totally something Van would do once he knows that there's kobolds here.
Oh no.
I'm going to call out in Draconic. We know you're here. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
Although it sounds probably nothing like that voice.
I would say, if there are kobolds in the area, make a diplomacy check.
All right. I might use a reroll on this. Yeah. Much better.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
All right. You call out. You wait a few moments, and then you hear a response back as you see a kobold kind of poke their head out from the hollowed trunks. Kind of comes out and he's kind of talking back in draconic. It's like, please don't kill us. Please don't kill us.
What's he saying?
He's saying, please don't kill them.
She
And
casts a
and
spell. She's ready to charge.
he's saying, please don't kill. Well, it's saying, please don't kill us. And I will draw up the sleeves of one of my whatever the hell I'm wearing that's got long ass, maybe my cloak or something, to show off my scaly body, and approach non-threateningly.
You
Yeah, hike up my
skinny
dress. I'm just imagining him like pulling up a dress and showing off a leg. Thank you.
They kind of look a bit, and you can see now like a second one pops ahead, another one pops, and as they kind of pop out, you can see them. They don't look that good. They look, their skin is like a pale color. The scales are a bit like fainted, tinted, and you can see that they all kind of look like that.
Is it something that's recognizable with like a medicine check or something?
You can make a medicine check if anybody wishes.
I do not have medicine. I was saying that for C2's sake.
Plus, I mean, we saw sickly boggarts.
Oh, okay. Msita knows these symptoms. They look to be deep in the stages of arsenic poisoning.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Is there anything that we can do to help with poison?
I can condition.
Oh, cool. I assume you tell me this from C2. I'll probably ask why they look so fucking
Probably
sickly.
know it already from all the conditions you get.
Are you guys okay? You look like you've been hit by some poison. My friend here, and I point at the little plant thing, and can help you all, heal you.
They look and they go. We've been poisoned. The Ikuje, they cursed us for revenge for stealing their gold.
Oh, I doubt that. We already came across some poison gold ourselves. It's from whoever set up these pillars, those strange folk who worship the dragon pillars.
The gold mine, yes, the gold mine. Please, we don't want to go back there.
You don't have to go back there. Well, let us help you and get you healed up, and see if we can get you back up to your normal selves, and maybe you can, well, do your own thing instead of hiding in a mess of trunks.
This is
Oh.
all in Draconic.
Correct.
Yeah, and I'll be translating back to Talden for the rest of the folk. Basically saying, I'm having a conversation with them. They're sick with arsenic poisoning. We're going to try to help them out. It sounds like they came from the gold mines, the ones that we have already discovered.
What are they doing all the way out here?
Probably running away. What are you doing all the way out here? Did you run away from the mine?
You kind of look at them. They kind of nod a bit. And, no, we didn't want to keep working, so we ran and tried our best to escape.
As they're talking, I'm gonna, and MC2's doing their administration. Holy shit, they're rolling well. I'm going to I'm going to pull out some rations, and you haven't rolled beneath a 10 yet. You should count this as your luckiest night ever, hobo.
I get combat, man. We're all hot tonight.
No spell penetration.
I'll say at this point, as Eli's kind of walking around, one of the kobolds you see him kind of fix or remove. They're about maybe 10 feet from where Elijah was walking a tripwire that was set up near the little hideout.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
As some Cinders healing, I'd like to take out some rations that we have and pass it around for the kobolds to have something to eat and drink.
Yeah, Shinava will also
28.
assist. She'll,
Boom, boom,
she's got
boom,
rations to share
boom.
as well.
Okay.
She asks very grimly to Van, "Are they slaves?"
Were you slaves? In the mines?
We weren't slaves. We had worked for them, but they didn't. They made us continue working, continue mining their gold for them.
So you turned into slaves. Originally, you were there of your own volition, doing work, I assume, and then they continued to force you to work even when you didn't want to.
They kind of nod. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll relay that to Shinava and Imperto, and I'm sure Elijah, I think, knows Draconic.
Elijah does know Draconic.
She, the thought of any slaves really burns her up. That's a real. She's never been a slave, but she's seen how slaves are treated.
You know,
Kind of passionate.
as I hand out food,
She's very, very, very. It's a very hot topic for her.
as we hand out food, Van's going to say, "You know, we actually have some kobold friends back at our fort. If you guys need a place to go after all this, and you'd rather not stay in this place with the mine, we could definitely use some help. We won't work you any more than you ask for, and you'd have a warm place to sleep and food in your belly every night."
Make a diplomacy check.
Time to use my other one if this rolls horribly.
Should have assist, even just by.
Oh, that's not bad.
Would Shinava be able to assist by handing out food and stuff to them as well?
If you wish, sure.
I do wish.
Okay.
Of course, you roll better than me.
They look around and you can see that they're getting better. MC2's treatment, working with them. I just want to make sure the medicine check that kind of acts like that replaces the roll for them, kind of, right?
Yeah.
All right. So they definitely are getting better. They seem, as before, when they were like looked to be severely deep into the stages, they're definitely a lot better off. They still have some symptoms, but it's nowhere near as bad as what they currently were facing. And they do currently, they listen to your offer. They go, we could go with you in your lot. It sounds like an idea.
Right, well, we're going to take care of these people that are forcing you to mine, putting up these dragon pillars, and then knocking them out of this area. We'll come back here when we're finished and pick you up if you're still interested.
That's a good idea.
Van, make an intelligence check.
Sure.
Shava could intimidate them to make them work for them.
Okay. And we'll say, as you kind of start to formulate this plan of recruiting more into your dragon army that you're forming back at the fort. You do recall that you do have to figure out one last bit of detail, in case the thing in the tunnel is still there. You
Yeah.
you have to make sure because like you can see these kobolds like they are not they are not like the best shape.
Oh yeah,
For that.
yeah.
We'll
That's
definitely be heading back. To
they will be barbecued.
yeah. That's
we're
a
not
plan.
gonna send him back alone.
We're going.
Right.
Yeah, we got that resist fire shit. Oh, we'll be set. If Van has that cast, we'll
Yeah.
be fucking ready to go. We'll kick this thing's ass.
Yeah, my thought is we'll have them come with us to the gate. Like we'll pick them up, take them with us to the gate. We'll go through the gate first and tell them to wait. Take care of whatever's in there, and then have somebody wave them through.
We'll send
Be
half
like-
of them in first as fodder.
We'll just clog up the tunnel entrance with kobolds, and then the dragon can't fight us.
They breed quickly, right? You know, they can replenish. As long as we keep 4 for the gene pool, we'll be okay. You know.
That's safe passage.
Yeah, we'll kick that thing's ass. So yeah, that's definitely gonna happen.
Okay.
She gave that thing a finger, so she knows that this thing is staying up at night thinking about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. So we got some future. Okay, so we're picking up resources for the castle.
Anything
Yeah,
else?
okay.
Is there anything else you wish to converse?
Well, do they? Oh yeah, they might know some shit.
Yeah, do you guys know that anything in the area?
What's at the bottom of that pit?
Yeah, what is in that pit? Is that where the mine is?
Yes, they
It's definitely where the mine.
they nod and say that the down in the bottom is where the mine is, where they've been mining the gold. Then with the cultists.
Oh, it's gold. I thought it was arsenic. Why is it?
I think they're mining gold and then lacing it with arsenic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
know
I've
when
heard
we
is going on.
investigated, the pit
Oh.
was like the
'Cause it was
ground was
laced.
covered in like arsenic and stuff.
Yeah,
so I
that's
would
why-
assume that they're mining and there's both arsenic and gold in there. But it sounds like gold is
yeah.
the objective.
I totally thought it was arsenic. Didn't realize it was a gold mine.
I thought they were mining for arsenic too, but it,
All the
yeah,
better
that sounds
guys.
like it's a gold
In
mine.
do
That's
you
our
remember?
outpost. That's where we're gonna set up our operations for this.
Do you remember seeing a pillar in the shape of a dragon anywhere in that area?
Smoke coming out of its mouth.
Oh shit, that's right. We never saw.
They now yes the pillars it's down in the mines.
Of course.
Do you know what it does?
Ooh,
I
question.
No, I don't know what it does. There's these strange little things flying around. I don't know what it does, but it's a scary pillar.
All right.
Interesting.
What else is down there? It's just the pillar, nothing else.
More cultists mining gold. The mine is guarded by cultists and giant vulture people.
Oh yes, we ran into those.
How many of them? How many vulture people? Ask.
I only saw we only saw one.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well,
One last thing though. Ask them, why are they getting sick? Are they mining it or are they applying it and then getting sick? Like how are they getting sick? I'm assuming they because they're mining it because there were sick dudes out there too. But they're saying it's also a gold mine, so it's weird.
I mean, I assume they're mining gold and the ground just has arsenic in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I guess it really need to know. that.
Arsenic is just like also a rock, so
yeah,
It
it's
is.
a
It is naturally occurring.
yes.
Okay.
so yeah. I assume it's a gold mine, and there happens to be a lot of arsenic in the area as well.
All right. Well,
And it usually occurs naturally or as a result of mining or smelting or the industrial use.
could be a byproduct of their
Cool.
mining.
It-
Okay.
That
Good
actually
job,
has me
Hydro,
wondering
on
if
your
they're using
geology research.
arsenic to process the gold.
All right. So we spend the night here then and move out, having a kobold dinner.
Yeah, I'll ask. We're not eating kobolds, but yes, we're having a dinner with. I will ask them if they know anything to the east, any like hot spots or places that we should avoid, places we should look for.
Yes, definitely.
Pass by on the way here because the mine's a good deal away. So I mean,
No, we just ran as far as we could. We didn't stop to look around. It just kept going. We couldn't. In fact, we didn't want them to hunt us down.
Well, thank you for the information. Do you mind if we stay with you for the night before we head out ourselves? We'll give you some food. We have extra.
They they don't seem to mind.
Very nice.
All right, as you guys rest for the as you guys rest for the night, yeah, I guess Bertha make a survival check.
and do
Oh my god.
I'm only gonna
It's
type it now. I'm not gonna say it anymore.
Interesting.
Okay. You make up. You kind of use some of the downed trees to make help enhance your shelter, and you guys make a decently enforced shelter to kind of rest for the night. And we will take a short break here and pick it up with the next day.
I'm gonna leave one of our
Good.
4 weeks of rations with them.
Yeah, we haven't even been using them because
Oh, you said we have 4 weeks of rations?
4 weeks of rations. Now we have
Yeah,
3.
so much
Shanava has
better.
2 weeks on her.
Well,
And
we
we
as
have just not
sorry,
been using
3
any.
weeks of rations
We
for
haven't been
like
using
the
them
party,
because
or
Bernali's been getting us food every
We-
time we travel.
We
Yeah.
had 4 weeks of rations for the entire party in our loot. Because we got 5
Got it.
full water
Okay.
skins, mosquito netting, 2 pup tents, and 4 weeks of rations. But we haven't been using the rations because
I would
But you can
say
Weeks to the total because that's what Shanava has.
I would say use. I would say subtract about half a week.
Okay.
Because basically any time that you have Renali fight with you guys, she doesn't forward for you.
Oh,
Oh,
So-
right. That's
So, but that was only like a few days, really.
respect that.
even still, we have 2.5 weeks. So
Yeah.
I think we're good. We can give them. We had 4. Then we went down to 3.5. I gave them a week, so we got 2.5. I think we should be okay.
It's still worth keeping track, right?
Yeah, I'm keeping track.
So you're keeping track of the total.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of the total.
Good. But you're adding in Shanava's 2 weeks that she had on her already.
No, because that's just your personal.
Well, just throw it in there. It's everybody's. So
Well, 2 weeks for one person is different than 2 weeks for the whole party. You get what I'm saying? Like when we picked up these items, we got 2.5 weeks of rations for everybody. If you have 2 weeks on you, then we'd have to do the math and figure out how much 2 weeks.
okay, so then don't subtract for Shanava then, because she'll just
Yeah.
get from cash. Okay,
That's fine.
that way at least it's contributed.
It's all just beef jerky and beer for Shanava,
Didn't that connect to my?
and some salted nuts.
So, never to excess. Let me stop.
Exactly, bar peanuts.
She's gotta do it on a full stomach.
Gotta have her sodium.
Oh yeah, she's gotta. You know how much calories she's gotta intake? Walk around this heavy armor all day.
All right, so we hand them off some rations, and then we start. I almost said Russians, rations, and then start heading out to whatever path that we had deemed was our next bit.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And before that, we'll take a short break.
Right.
BRB, guys.
Because he's spending a full time like searching.
Searching quickly.
No, it's. I mean, so like basically, what normally it would be, you guys would move one hex and then take the search action, which would take up the rest of the day.
Oh,
But since it's half the time, it's kind of yeah.
Perfect. Cool.
Okay.
So let's make survival checks, or
I don't know. It's pretty much, if you search, you can, if there's anything there that you would encounter, you would just encounter it basically. So you guys make your way down, continue making your way through the jungle, and this next 20 miles of trekking that you do is rather uneventful compared to some of the past few days where you've had tons of things going on all over. These are frankly just a lot of thick brush clearing, a lot of insects, but nothing that really grabs you. Nothing that happens. There's nothing of significance that occurs in those days.
okay. So now we make survival checks for the camping. Right?
Correct. That's for the camp itself. Yeah.
Oh, no assist. Natural 2.
Looks like I just barely made the assist.
And making it 20 definitely makes it really hard early game.
Yeah. I like that though, because it still keeps it semi-relevant. Even at level 7, it's still
Hard.
as we can see.
Versus a DC 10 that you could do at like level
Yeah,
1.
it's so lame.
Yeah.
I'm doing level 12, level 10 characters in Starfighter right now. I'm like, don't even bother rolling for these assists.
Okay. You guys set up camp, and it is another solid shelter. The shelters that Perto has been assembling. I think some of the supplies given to you from the elves and this general shelter. It's definitely been keeping you safe from the elements of the jungle at night.
Very good. So next day, another straight up. Straight up now, tell me. Not straight up, but northeast, right?
Rush, rush.
Yes.
Okay.
This way.
Okay. So as you make your way towards going through the clearing, you can see the signs of a struggle through the jungle foliage, numerous broken branches that kind of leading through the trail. There's little smears of blood, and this to specify, this would be in this hex.
What is in this hex?
You see like smears of blood, and like look to be like a struggle has happened. A lot of the branches are broken, and you can see like a trail of broken branches that lead deeper into the trees.
Well, I guess we should follow it.
Let's see where this leads us.
Certainly worth looking into.
I will need a survival check for someone to track it.
Oh, we can all make those checks.
Sounds like a job for Perto.
Oh,
Berto, it's on you.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
It was bound to happen at one point.
What are you doing?
All right.
Did get one first.
Thankfully, the path is pretty messy enough that you guys don't have much of a struggle to make your way to follow the path. You follow and you come across and you see this humanoid male figure, dark skin, these dark dreadlocks that kind of cover his entire head. Guys, he's kind of walking with this large, like, sack over his shoulder. And as you guys kind of approach, he kind of turns a bit and is a bit like surprised to see this whole group of people just kind of approach him.
We saw a bit of a struggle back in the clearing there. Is everything all right?
What language are you speaking?
Elvish,
Okay.
and if he doesn't understand, I'll look at and see too.
He starts to talk, and you don't understand what he's saying. MC2 recognizes that he's speaking Mwangi.
Are those your struggle smears? I ask C2 to translate since he doesn't seem to speak Elvish. Thank God we have somebody who speaks Mwangi. Man, can you imagine going into this thinking that we're gonna be in you know, like Taldor and end up in Mwangi?
For y'all,
I think that, yeah. I think worse. Oh, never mind. I thought Vanilla could speak it, but apparently she can't. All right. So what do you ask the man?
Who are you? Welcome here. What's going on? Are you hurt? Do you need help? Are these your struggle smears?
He fixes, and I am fine. I was hunting a large jungle bird, and it proved to be quite a hard fight, but I was able to get my prey. He kind of like taps the big sack in his that's like over his shoulder.
Ooh, what kind of bird? Can we see? I've never seen a big jungle bird.
It is still slightly alive, so I can't open the sack to it might let out, but I do have some. He kind of pulls out this very fluorescent, like red orange looking feather.
I don't know what kind of feather that is. I guess I could roll a nature check, but I'm not trained, so. Secret skills.
Better nature.
Ooh,
Oh shit! I forgot to. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
that's fine. Okay. I'm see it looking. It doesn't look like any bird feather that you've seen before. Let me rephrase that so it doesn't come across wrong. It doesn't look like a bird feather.
Oh.
Not a bird feather. What kind of feather is it?
You do not know. I would say,
Probably a dinosaur feather.
I would say make a religion check. Um, you do not know what this feather might belong to.
Oh, can I do that? Make the religion? do this one.
Similar to Tito, you. I mean, it looks like a feather to you. It doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, Van's just like I think he's holding up something completely different. Suddenly you roll a natural one, so you just like it's a feather.
But it's fluorescent.
It's like red. It's like a fluorescent, like red orange feather.
Oh my god, it's like a psychopomp feather or something.
Oh god. please
Close.
no.
I want to sense motive.
Yeah, I was about to say like perception to see if he's lying, but
You know, anybody who can fight what I think he's fought, I'm happy to let him go his way.
How's my Kishi? I know I made a Kishi. There you go.
Is he an elf?
No, he looks to be human.
Where's this guy live?
We can ask him that. I'll ask him. Where do you live?
He responds that he generally is a bit of a roamer, bit of a hunter wherever he can kind of settle.
Okay, what does he think about these cultists? Any opinion on them?
He is
Give him a pamphlet.
in a way yeah, in a way he doesn't it's actually similar to kind of what Elijah like. He doesn't seem to like. I don't have any knowledge of these cultists. I know that they are in the area, but I do not deal with them and try to stay out of my way.
Oh yeah, what's your name?
Craven.
His name is. He introduces himself as Itoro.
I'm going to leaning down to talk to Msidu is like crouching. I'm going to whisper in God. Is there a language that me and MC2 share? Do you know Goblin, MC2?
Let me look.
I'm sure this would have come up.
Do I not actually have? I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't. I guess I didn't pause.
Do you know Sylvan?
No. Do you know Elven? You
I'll
know what?
talk
How about this? I'm just gonna lean in and say, I think he's hiding something. Uh, why don't you try doing like one of your heals where you can catch everybody? Maybe get what's in the sack. We can see what it really is.
Is he acting suspicious?
I got that impression.
Yeah.
All right, 3 action heal. I'll do a dance.
Kablamo.
All right, so you blast out a burst of heal that kind of fills the area. And as it does, you can see that the bag definitely starts to kind of stir a bit as the healing heals whatever's inside. He kind of looks at you and goes, "You've healed the bird." He's like struggling to he's like looking like struggling to hold on to the sack up, and he goes, "It's what are you guys doing?"
looks like you like to hurt animals. So, fuck you. Now, open the bag.
Shanaba's very like, what's in the bag? She's already thinking of slaves now. Slaves on her mind. So there's like a person in there, or whatever was in there is now alive. Or we just don't know, I guess.
We just don't know yet.
Yeah.
They appear to be more alive than they were before.
Get 29 points more.
Okay. Well, what's he doing? Is he gonna open the bag up?
Isn't it great when the players do something that you probably never expect?
He. No, I'm just trying to think, see how he would handle. He looks at you, at you guys. He goes, seeing you, I kind of, he goes, listen, all right, I'll make you guys an offer. How does you can get a chance to have some incredibly magical benefits to yourself. Long lasting effects that would make you stronger than you've ever imagined.
What's he babbling about?
I'm suspicious.
Elijah. See if he kills you or not.
Can I take a pass on that one?
I'm going to cast a spell because well, one, so the bag is just shuffling, right? There's something obviously moving in it, and he's being like, oh, I'll give you a chance to gain great power, blah blah blah.
Yeah, that makes me suspicious as fuck.
Right before it was I thought maybe he was poaching something like really bad, but now I am gonna cast a spell. It's the first time I've ever gotten to cast this.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be.
Oh wow! Death
Oh.
sentence.
Oh wow. But why?
He just wants to.
And
maybe-
I just want if I could, the phantasmal image be for him, whatever the hell is in the bag attacking him.
Oh my god! Are we straight up murdering people right now? Is that what's going on?
I mean, it's an
Well-
incapacitation trait. It won't automatically kill him.
Oh, that's good. Okay, cool.
So
I'm just trying to frighten him.
I'm like, what's happening? Did I miss something?
so is it I forget for this, but is it just the critical fail that has incapacitation, or
It's
is it
only the critical fail that has the incapacitation trait?
okay? So then, in that case, he succeeds.
Okay, so he would only take 17 points of mental damage and be frightened 1.
All right.
Oh my god! Here we go. Oh, there's a sound effect for Phantasmal Killer. I gotta play this. You guys ready? You want to play it? Here it comes.
Oh boy.
Any second.
That's a good one.
Rolled a 1 again. Oh my god! But at
Pretty
least I mean
good.
I already got a thing.
Oh,
so
we're
I'm
doing
not too
initiative. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. You just trying to cast a
Yeah, I guess
spell on him.
Well, we'll try not
1,
My
2,
intent
3,
wasn't
4.
to kill him; it was to frighten him. I didn't think he would.
As
fail,
opposed to
so-
that, we just need Shanava. Just need the Shanava man.
Oh, it's sunny. That's good. I like seeing how I noticed that. Oh, look at that.
Alright, Elijah is the first one to react.
Well, Elijah didn't see anything going on with the phantasmal killer, so I'm going to delay my turn until he does something against us.
Yeah, she's gonna scream her battle cry.
Because it happens after he goes. So
Dang it.
Is that what his DC is?
yeah, how big is this sack?
Um,
Battle cry.
it's not massive. I would say it's about
Like, is it like small size, medium size? I mean,
I would say like
guess.
I would say like small size. Like it could fit like a smallish creature.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, intimidation does not pass.
But he's already automatic. Oh no, is he frightened because of?
He's frightened from the phantasmal killer.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm. And Elijah,
His
you said that you were delaying.
I'm delaying until he does something, that
Okay.
compels response.
Okay.
Guess
Oh God, not again!
Well, I mean, if he does that, I've got evasion now.
Oh, good for you, sir.
I don't get celestial resistance until 5th or 9th. I mean,
All right. Seeing the situation at Okay, so I just want to see. So is your trigger? You're gonna go after he does, or are you gonna react to him doing something?
After he does.
Okay. So you see as he kind of seeing a bit yeah, he'll look towards I guess Elijah, and he kind of says tell your friends that they're acting crazy, they're acting nonsense. You understand? You want some magical powers, don't you? You want some magical enhancements and great gifts.
Is he speaking in common or Mwangi?
He is speaking in common to you now. And as he speaks, that roll me a will save.
Oh,
Okay. You brush off his words. Doesn't seem to affect you. I will say okay. And he will just I guess with the sack in hand still. I'll just move 20 feet back.
Hey, you. Come back.
Okay. Elijah's turn.
Okay. I run very quickly, aided by my boots of elven kind.
Okay. Then Shanava's turn.
Can I? Is my son in charge? This is a GM question. The rules don't say I can do it, but I'm asking. At the end of my set in charge, instead of attacking with a weapon, can I do a grapple check? I don't know if that's actually.
I think that grapple has the attack descriptor.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's actually built into the rules already.
It
One
wasn't. It
melee
wasn't.
strike.
It wasn't one E that you could buy. Let me see if they
Yes, it
changed
does
it.
have the attack descriptor. So that means I can do it. That's fucking awesome. Okay, perfect. Then she has enough movement. She can move her 20. She can has 80 feet of movement. So she just
Within
makes
melee,
uh,
can make a melee strike
using all 3 actions to get there.
against
plus I get
the
the free attack at the end because of the sun in
enemy.
charge. This is very. This is deja vu here. I feel it.
Okay.
So she's gonna try and grab him. Come on.
It's not successful. As you kind of just, he sees you just running at him full force. He kind of gets ready for you, and just shoves you back a bit. Okay. And C2's turn. I will need Van to get a little bit closer to do the charge. Reflex save. That is a critical success.
Man, these dudes.
So that's no damage. The bolt is.
Damn. I got confused. I was so happy when you said critical success. I realized it was not for me.
No. So
Damn it.
Perto's turn.
Okay. Sorry, was Shunava's grapple not successful?
It was not.
Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is do Companion's Cry. Oh, she can't. Oh no. 5 feet short. Damn.
Let me move the map a bit.
Would be. You're in the space I needed. No. Okay, so it's 2 actions, and then I'll get Lucia to get 3rd action to kind of get on in there. And then I don't think I actually want to shoot this person. I guess maybe I'll just also move to kind of keep up.
Isn't there a way to do non-lethal? I forget how the rules work for that.
Normally
Yeah,
it's a -4,
-4.
I believe. Yeah.
Oh, I'll take that then. Yeah, I'll try to do non-lethal damage with my bow.
Hey, you got more of those vine arrows, right? These are good times to use it.
Yeah, I can't though. It's an action to prime a vine arrow, which I don't have right now.
Non-lethal arrow shots.
So yeah, that doesn't include the -4, so I'm assuming that misses.
That is a miss. As the arrow flies, he
Five.
easily just like dodged the arrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Van's turn.
All right. I'm just checking to see if this is like 1E where your turn ends. It does not. Neat. Thank God, because that was an annoying part of Dimension Door. I'm going to cast Dimension Door. And I'm going to teleport here.
I gotta add that to my spell list.
And is the sack here?
No, I would say the sack's still on his shoulder for now.
Okay. So it's not in that square. It's actually in his square.
Yes.
Can I? Well, maybe I should do this before I say this. Then, can I attack his? Can I attack the sack with a knife to open it?
I was just gonna run up and swipe the sack.
You can. You can attempt it.
Is
Yeah.
it? I mean, if it's like an attack against him, I'm not going to attempt, and I'm not going to teleport. I want to know the rule things behind that. Like, I basically just want to attack the sack with a knife to open a slit so whatever's in it can get out. But if I have to like attack him, my attack bonus is shit, and I'm not gonna try. I'll do something else instead.
You're trying to sunder his object. I think that's what that is, right? Is that a rule in is that a thing in
Um.
sundering?
I mean, you basically all kind of trying to attack. Let me see if something actually is a thing. If not,
Held item, right? I mean, that's exactly what he's trying to do, right? Nope, there's no sunder. I don't see anything about sundering.
there's a sunder spell.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm reading about hardness and things like that, but
I
that's it.
yeah. I mean, I would say you would definitely have to make. You would have. You would have to make an attack because especially because he kind of sees. Because especially if you appear and especially because he's he was actively like keep holding onto the bag. Because it's not unattended, so you would probably have to make an attack against his AC. Just kind of, and then you can say instead of hitting him, you hit the bag.
How about I throw a fireball, and it can just burn the bag away? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. All right. I'm going to raise a staff and shoot a fireball. And it doesn't hit Shanaba or the bear or Elijah. Luckily, just barely.
Precise targeting.
Okay.
It's a regular fireball because it's from the staff that I got. Fireball. That should be a DC 25, not 23. I gotta fix that. Expert.
I'd say he's grappled as well, so say 14 and see how bad he fails it by. Okay, so the fireball blasts, and it scorches the bag, scorches the guy a bit. He does. Where's his roll? His roll was he failed.
Ooh.
Bag is scorched, and you can see as the bag falls down, what looks to be this figure that has these, it's very small, dark skin, has these large red orange fluorescent angelic wings, kind of wrapped a bit around itself as it was inside this chest. You can see it is also quite a bit scorched from the fireball that just blew the
But he's not dead.
He's not dead, but he makes sure that, yeah, because
I think that like gives him
the
like
heal
cover
was,
or something.
yeah, the heal was more than your fireball spell, but
Definitely, yeah.
so but he's definitely looking roughed up. Okay, so with that, the sack is now technically gone. His turn.
Dude's got a Birdman in there.
Oh,
Glowing
I'll
eyes.
move for my last action.
What the hell are you doing? You a slaver?
Okay.
Kill you.
Okay. So in that case, he will. Just check on one thing. I want to make sure he can guarded step and move. There's
Oh
no.
shit! That should be 3 more damage.
Oh.
I gotta add that in. Sorry, dangerous sorcery.
Does that still apply to stuff that you cast from an item instead of from you?
I believe so. I guess not. No, because I cast it from a spell slot. I didn't cast it from a spell slot, so that's true. Dangerous sorcery.
All right. So he will step action over here. So as he steps away from Shinaga, he will reaction. You see as his head actually spins around 180 degrees. And now instead of having a humanoid face in front, instead now you see this snarling hyena-looking face.
Oh Jesus.
And for the rest of his action, he will sudden charge.
What? Where you going, buddy?
Wow.
Oh man.
And as he runs towards Van, he will bite down with his jaws.
Jeez.
Oh, that's great.
What is this guy? I want to look for a sound effect for him. All right.
Let me just make
Knoll,
sure.
maybe? I'll look up knolls. Nothing's coming up.
Please don't kill me. I got art in the making.
It is as a
Art's not even here, and the curse is already.
that is a 34 to hit.
Oh boy.
Oh, that is a crit.
Oh.
Yikes.
Son of a. Well, no holds
Okay.
barred now.
That is 33 points of piercing damage. And yeah, based on what we determined last time, he cannot grab because it's an action. So
Nice.
that yeah. Okay. Elijah's turn.
Okay, well, I am going to spend 2 actions running to get him
What was that?
flanked, like so, and then I am going to shiv a bitch.
Is that even threatening?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a dagger.
He's got a
He's
knife, I
still
think,
alive.
right? Yeah.
Alright, that is a crit.
Baby.
Yay.
Rolling. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. This is your knife for sure.
Wow.
Also 7 points of sneak attack. Plus
Now, are we-
cold iron if he's vulnerable to it.
Oh.
Also, don't fuck with Van. Trust me on this one.
Yeah. So you stab in the back with the co-rapier and just you see the rapier just cause him to just roar out in agony as the metal seems to almost like sear his skin. Definitely an adverse reaction to the cold iron.
Oh no.
It's actually working.
Hooray.
Hooray!
cold iron weapon too?
Yeah.
Why didn't you help me kill the fucking demon bastard?
Because you almost got murdered by the dinosaur.
Oh, that's right.
I
You were
tried to avoid being murdered.
You were being trampled. Okay. Is it Shanawa's turn?
Slight case of being
Okay.
murdered.
Seeing this thing jump on Van like that, now she's like, all right, guess it's death for this guy. Draws her sword, sudden charges herself 40 feet, just enough to get there, and brings the bastard down on the bastard.
That's a hit.
Okay, 19 points plus whatever the cold iron does.
More cold iron.
Right,
damage.
'cause-
Oh, this guy turned his head around. Yeah, this guy's a fucking demon. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, demon and I think Fae as well. I think are the two cold iron things.
True.
All right. Well, he just took a big ass bite of him.
Yeah, so you can see that as the bat just slaps into his back, the wounds just like lasting and just like deep in his back. He's struggling. Is that yours?
3 actions for her.
Okay. MC2.
All right. I will hold out a divine and
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Damn, you better fail that
boy.
save. That's a lot. That's some nice numbers on that damage dice. Oh my god.
All right.
60-foot line. My goodness.
Okay, so he licensed Chanel's one back on his poker, and then Peter just hydro pumps the guy into a tree, just flies. He's dead. He just is.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
He failed it. So
How long have you been able to do that? She screams.
yesterday.
Oh, good. Happy birthday.
I learned it in
just
my dreams.
boom.
Whoa. Sorry.
He's
that's
gone.
fucking great.
That's amazing.
Gone.
That's it for that loser. Oh, man, how you doing? You live?
Been better. Maybe I should stop antagonizing people.
Yeah, that couldn't hurt. But anybody want to tell me what just happened?
I had a feeling
Good
that he was hiding.
question.
I had a feeling he was hiding something.
Well, we need to talk to this.
Can
fella
I?
here.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll deal with this this other creature first.
Check the
I'm
corpse
gonna
out, and then
Shake the dude
Elijah
from
will
that
check the
stuff.
corpse. Elijah gives him a quick pat down.
He does not have any specific belongings on him.
Well, he had this guy on him. Who the hell are you?
So you see this small angelic like creature, ebony skin, like gold eyes, and the figure kind of looks towards you guys and goes, I appreciate you for saving me from that creature. Your intervention was quite timely.
Well, I had a feeling he was hiding something, and then when he opened his mouth and started spouting something about, powerful or whatever, wondered what was in there. I didn't know what that feather was. I couldn't tell. I'm not much of a nature watcher. I look at and see too.
Do you think it could, can you talk? Hello? Can you speak?
It just did.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am. I can
went
speak.
Out of range of my headphones and it just it stopped talking. Okay.
What are you?
He's
Speaking common, right?
What's he speaking?
I am an angelic creature. Was summoned by a wizard to help him with an errand that he he needs my help. I must finish my quest to collect the flowers that he needs.
What wizard?
One of the many wizards of the academy. He kind of motions a bit and goes, "You have someone similar nature, I assume." Kind of motioning towards MC2 a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The many of the wizards and archivists of the Magambia quite skilled in summoning in the arcane ways.
How did you end up in that pink sack? What was that?
I unfortunately was caught off guard by the creature that you disposed of. He, by brute force, he overwhelmed me and got me in his sack. I was not expecting such an rough individual.
You know where he was taking you?
What's that thing?
I would say roll a nature check.
Oh, okay. Here's my nature. My +0.
C2 Umberto boat. Recall it. So it specifically is called Kishi. It is a Fey-like creature. It uses its human face to kind of disguise and trick people around, kind of lure them in a bit. Has charm-like abilities. It can charm. It can charm people. It's other.
Oh yeah.
It can.
Almost had Elijah doing that damage to us.
It can also then turn around and use its hyena face with its vice-like jaws. Specifically, I should have just, if the van was closer, I could have pulled it off. But basically, if it grabs somebody with its jaws, they can't speak.
Oh,
Um,
That's
Oh.
Batman for you.
which means you can't do verbal components for any spells as well. So it's like a vice like constriction jaw attack, but it is, as you quickly discovered, weak to cold iron, resistant to piercing.
Any creatures.
But-
That makes sense, yeah.
And kind of explodey.
All right. Well, do you need help getting back to your wizard? Maybe this wizard.
No, I can. I just needed to be able to get out from there, but I can. Is there anything? Was anybody injured? Does anybody need any assistance? I can try and.
Ben here took the brunt of that thing's tensions.
I mean, I could use some help, but C2's good with his magical mud, so I'm sure in a bit I'll be okay. Do you? Have you been about the area? Do you know anything?
I have just came specifically to try and track down some of the rare flowers in this territory. I don't know much of the going-ons of this region.
Damn, that's what we're doing on our way to taking care of some of the cultists in the area. I was hoping you'd been about and might have some knowledge on anything that's happening.
I can, if you wish I could do some scouting for you if that's what you, if it would benefit you, a way to pay you back.
That sounds pretty good. We could use
Yeah.
a good scout.
And that'll save us some time too.
Back to the map.
All right. In that case, you can essentially you can pick any any 3 hexes that is within 2 hexes of where you are right now.
Oh.
We're right here, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So 1, 2. Not a whole lot.
There's spots we haven't been to, really. Maybe
That one, that one.
he could do 3.
Correct. You can do 3, but
We haven't.
they have
They have to be within 2.
they have to be within 2 of the camp.
We could check this one out too. We haven't really done anything.
Or we can do a cluster like right here.
Let's do that.
He won't be able to do that one.
He could do these 2.
Correct. He can do those 2.
Those 2, and then we already know a
Do the one
pillar's
north of
there.
this. Do that one north.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah, that one and that one. Yeah. These 2 and then that one to the north.
Okay. So it will take some time. So you guys essentially camp here, basically.
Sounds good.
All right.
Put roll your survival check.
That's a nice little bonus.
Yeah, 3
Clear
free
the
scouts
map.
is nice.
Yeah. I guess we should.
Good secret, but whatever.
I guess we'll mark off what we're searching. It would kind of.
Yeah, we should.
Kinda have
Yeah, we should have something marked that something has been scouted.
Oh man, you're on your own, Perdo.
All right.
I'd help, but I get in the way.
This time you guys gotta set up camp.
No, not that one.
And as you set up the camp, you guys rest for the evening. I need everybody to make fortitude saves.
Oh no!
Oh.
As this camp was not as sturdy as some of your other camps.
Oh shit! Here we go.
No!
Is it? I was gonna say if it's a cold effect, I'm resistant to cold.
No, it would be a disease effect.
Oh man.
All right.
Ooh, I gotta look at these because I'm trying to come up with alternate effects, just like
Well, at
this.
least Karta's the only one who rolled low. No one else seems gonna suffer from his mistakes.
Ironically, yes, everybody passes except Perto, who you wake up and you feel pretty crappy. You wake up and you have a bad case of nausea, and it is like your throat's like always parched. You don't feel good. You are sickened 1
Okay.
for the day.
I have tree condition.
Wow, 26 failed. That's nuts.
No, he rolled a 16.
I got a 16. 26 is Lucia, the bear.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I would say if you're gonna treat disease, do you have anything that makes that fast, or is it just normal time?
Treating disease
have-
takes 8 hours.
Well, for
according
me,
to
with
the-
treat condition, I can use it in place of treat wounds, which is instant for me. So I attempt a counteract check against the condition using my medicine modifier as the counteract condition that came from an artifact or effect above 20th level. Unless blah blah blah, who cares? Okay. Treating a condition that is continually applied under certain circumstances has no effect as long as the circumstances continue.
It's a 2-action reduce. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. Then yeah, in that case, you are able to patch up, heal Perto a bit back, so he's not feeling as weak as he previously did.
Yay!
Perto's temporary case of dysentery has passed.
See, you get that anywhere, not just the swamps.
Okay, so what spaces were you guys actually?
I believe it was these two, right?
And then the one above
one
us.
up north.
All right.
Ooh, that was
So
really double.
the angel returns back, and as he returns, I've done some scouting and you guys as we discussed, and it appears these places, the river in those regions is barren and nothing there. There is also doesn't appear to be anything of note to the north above you.
Good. Well, that's 3 places that we don't have to go now.
Yep.
Awesome.
So we're gonna go here.
With that, the angel kind of goes, "I bid you all the best on your quest. I must go and finish my quest." The
What was your name? You never got your name. Did we get your name?
My name is Chioma.
Oh, Chioma. Pass on the goodwill to your master. Maybe we can come and save our asses if we end up in over our heads.
I fear that you will not get much assistance from the academy in these parts.
Well, you should have our names. Hopefully, maybe one day we'll run into each other again. Maybe this time you won't be in a sack. And I'll introduce myself.
And stop talking to strangers. Strange freaking.
Man, we went one hell of a route this time.
Right.
All right, we'll continue on.
Okay.
I guess we end up here, right? Yeah.
So you're
To
going
the next pillar that we will start next week. Yeah, so this one, because we're gonna explore them as we go.
Do we have a day counter going? How many days?
you are. Let me make sure. So
We can just track how many
42,
hexes we've gone. That's how many days it would be.
3. You are before. You'll be on day 40. This day is on your day. This would be. Well, I'm actually counting.
We spent a couple of the early hexes. We spent going very slow in as well.
You would be on day. It's day 45 in general, but that's counting all your time actually in the thing. I think it's about like 2 weeks. So you spent right here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks.
End on day 44.
Yes, so the repairs just finished, like the day that you met the angel.
We gotta go back. Go back. Come on. We gotta go back to the castle. We gotta go back to the castle, guys. We're right here. We're right here. Let's go. Come on.
Just quick detour in and out.
Well, come on. This is 2 days away.
Don't worry about the demon. Don't worry about the dragon. It'll be okay.
We're gonna have to deal with him at some point, right?
Yeah, we are.
All right. So then we move forward and we'll end up here for the second day. Can't.
With that, it is go through. You come to the ruined remains of the temple that you had first met. God, Pendergrass at.
Oh yeah.
Make another survival check for your camp.
Hopefully it's
Now we
better
see
this
how important these
time.
are. Okay, +2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Perdo.
I'll hero point it. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I mean,
With
if
19, we got to get the assist. If we get the assist, we might
if you get
make it.
one more assist, you'll make it.
True, yeah.
I would try to help, but I have to roll a natural 20. So
Right, yeah.
All right.
All right. Might as
although
well.
there is only 18 minutes left, and you've used one of your 2 hero points, so
Might as well use another one, yeah.
yeah.
We got to fight. We're still going to fight. I bet you we're still going to break into a fight.
We only have
Think
18
so?
minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Unless I
Okay.
use a point early in it, I'm just gonna use it now. Why not? Roll another survival.
Oh my god!
Goodness!
2,
Full circle,
5,
man. Full
2.
circle.
Screw you, hero points. I want to not get dysentery.
Well, and now we can't make it even with Elijah assists. So
Oh,
All right.
Man, sorry, that's
yeah.
great.
My
What's the,
goodness.
what's the penalty?
I was gonna say at that point that might end up being like a crit fail or something if there's such a thing.
Hello there, Wolfie. How are you doing?
A 16
Side.
is fine.
I didn't see you there.
Fortitude save, right?
Yes, 4 to save from everybody.
I'm good.
Oh.
Oh, baby, knocking out of the park.
Oh, now
sure.
Paratos.
Oh,
Now
sure.
Paratos.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We all rolled
Yeah,
decent.
everyone
I make
is.
a suggestion that you stop feeding us whatever you find on the ground. I'm starting to have
17,
some
19.
suspicions about it.
Oh no.
You just jinxed it. The bear feels sick.
Poor bear. Aw, that's sad. I'd rather watch Perdo puke than the bear puke.
And the bear is healed.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, that was great.
Seriously, if Basino
Yeah.
somehow dies or just gets disintegrated, we are so fucked.
In my
That's great.
in my Starfinder group yesterday, one of my players in his first 10 rolls, 5 of them were crit fails. Like he rolled a 1.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
that's not good.
Awful.
That's just brutal, man.
That is not
Yeah.
good.
I let my players earn reroll tokens by keeping a journal.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty much the same mechanic in here. I've been giving them one like free reroll every day.
Yeah.
Because part of it's I haven't really changed any encounters and stuff, and they're only a party of 3. So I was like, oh, might as well like give you some form of advantage. But
What
anyway,
EPA you running in then again?
Attack of the Swarm.
Nice.
Attack of the
Especially
swarm.
some of the stuff early on in that one is just brutal.
I hope that world map is helpful. It really.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's awesome. They like it.
Yeah, I had my players
sure.
correct me on some of the stuff. I was like, holy shit. So I added things into it. He's like, where's the Stone Sea, man? I'm like, oh, Stone Sea. Fuck. That's like a thing. That's where the swarm landed.
Yeah, that's the whole. That's the
thing.
big thing.
Like,
Yeah.
I read through the module. I'm like, I'm looking at all these names and places, trying to place them.
I
all.
think it might
All right,
be doable.
It's a punny night tonight.
It's possible.
Yep.
All right. So what do we got at this pillar time?
I think it's actually possible. Okay.
Yeah, pillar this day. Yes, we are. Nice.
It is pillar time. Is this the Vrock nest pillar?
No,
that was this one here.
That was
the one the arrow
We're
goes
not-
to and then away from.
Although I'm way more confident. I think we can kick that
Uh-oh.
thing's ass now that we're all level 7. I think we can just fucking trash that place.
Yeah, well, plus the dinosaur is no longer there, so we won't have this whole split thing. And we know the rock is going to show up as well. So.
Which is
Um,
Okay.
annihilate
Can
those
we go back to
fucking-
the elves and get more cold iron?
So gotta figure out this way.
Cold iron arrows, maybe.
Get some cold iron arrows. Get Lucia some like cold iron claw things. Just stock up.
All right. So as you guys make your way into that clearing, today is a bit of a rainy day, and you kind of come to this like foresty canopy area. Some of the trees here have kind of been split open from the recent storm that kind of filled the areas. This place definitely been one of the rougher parts of the storm. And I will once again, yeah. Okay. So as you cast your invisibility sphere, you once again find yourself in another clearing. This time you can see another one of the pillars. This one's now smoking. This one looks to be colored specifically yellow.
Okay.
Nothing around.
Yeah, I don't see anybody.
Where?
That
Oh, there we
should
are.
fill us with
Now,
trepidation there.
she's looking up as well as things seem to be coming from up a lot. So she's
Yeah,
very much casting her
definitely
eye
look
up.
up.
Okay. You can make out there are about you can make out two creatures in the trees around um the pillar that are kind of just like resting and perching there. They resemble the bat-like humanoid creatures that you encounter at the mines. Not the rock,
oh,
the other one.
Oh,
that's
those
the,
little
the other
vicious
one
little
that was
flying
biting onto
bats.
Renali, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that was by Avenali and trying to like
Poisoning her,
suck her blood. Yeah.
right? Oh, there was just I don't remember if it was poison.
Mhm.
She was the poisoner. Well, shall we recruit Renali for this fight?
Nah.
No.
Not after her last run with him. You think if it's rainy that they notice if a sudden bolt hit them? Can we just pretend?
Random ball lightning.
All right. Well, I guess we move.
Dimension door on top of them, like 100 feet above them, and cast it.
You know, they reduced the range of Dimension Door to 120 feet so that we can't do that shenanigans anymore.
It would be funny because you can. Can you take people with you?
No.
No,
So,
you
so you would dimension door with the sphere and just like.
Yeah.
Bye now.
If I attempt to take somebody with me, the spell is lost. Even if they're in an extra dimensional container. They thought around this.
Wow,
Yeah,
they really
I remember seeing that part. I was like, excellent and hilarious.
players fucking coming up
Wow.
with that stupid shit.
So I'm assuming you guys make your way towards the thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna fuck these dudes up. Or should we just fireball them from far away?
We're gonna. We should try to take down the pillar first, then just
Yes,
blow them up.
that's
Yep.
right.
So, little perception check for what's going on with the pillar.
It looks. It's
It looks like a pillar.
it looks like the like four other ones that you've disabled. Except it's yellow.
So I don't see any traps, any gotchas, or anything built into it. It's just a pillar of death with a yellow gem that'll definitely not petrify me.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Out of the things that you've seen from the other ones.
All right, in that case, then it's thievery time. Now I do have quick lock picking, so it only takes me one action to do this.
Oh, that's good, especially when we have to do it during combat.
Yeah, that's mainly what I was thinking there.
That's picking a lock though. Does that work with disable device, like disabling?
Oh, that's a good
That is a good point. I'm not sure.
Probably not. It's a different
Mm,
skill. It's a
yeah, it's not really.
different.
Yeah, you're kind of using theory. You're basically using theory to kind of like erase the runes on it. Um,
Yeah, pick a lock
Okay.
is a separate action than disable device.
All right, all right. Well,
Did you hear my lock picking sound effect?
no, I got interrupted by my echo machine here. And all. Oh, I thought I heard you call for me.
okay, that's a fail.
Can I try it again?
Well,
Yep.
I think something
It'll
happens.
it'll use its reaction to shoot a beam at you.
I'm
Unless you want to hit point it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use the power.
Oh my god, how could you roll? What the hell?
Okay then.
Well,
7
you got
points.
another one.
I do have another one. This is important enough that I'm going to burn one more hero point and hope for the best.
Oh god. Oh god. Hey.
Much better.
All right.
Yeah, about 10.
So as the pillar's about ready to start charging up and fire its beam, you quickly scrape out the runes and disable the pillar.
Nice.
Doing so, you can hear the creatures kind of seeing you
That was weird.
disarm the pillar. They kind of start to kind of screech out as they get ready to fly down and attack. But we will we'll stop here before even getting before so that we don't even go
Yeah.
into a battle. But